We are proud to recognize this year's 2019-2020 Pearl Public School District.
Friday nights mean one thing in Mississippi: high school football. You've got a 50-yard line seat to the 6A powerhouse Pearl Pirates right here on B&B Sports. Now, batten down the hatches and hoist the colors. The Sky Family Dental Pirate Pregame Show starts now.
Well, good evening, Pirate fans, and welcome to Ridgeland High School, where tonight your Pearl Pirates will begin the 2020 season against the Ridgeland Titans. Good evening, everyone. I'm Greg Flynn, and this is Bryant May. We are high atop the Ridgeland press box tonight as we are outside doing our best social distancing from all those Madison County folks down there.
That's right.
We're going to do our part so that we can play football tonight, and man, we are in for a doozy of a ball game, Brian.
Yeah, what a way to start. After two games being pushed back due to COVID, we'll make up one of those here in a couple of weeks. Tonight will be a tall test as we come into Ridgeland High School against a 5A squad, but a very, very talented 5A Titan team.
You know, the big question is tonight, Brian, you know, the kids have been chomping at the bit to really play. They didn't know if they were going to have a season, then they found out they are going to have a season, and now, you know, they got a little taste of an opponent last week against Clinton, but man, it's all different now.
Yeah, last week really, as Justin Hunter said, really only one full quarter. That second quarter kind of a situational quarter. So tonight we'll go 4 full quarters. And so one of the things that we'll have to watch for tonight is the endurance level of all of these guys who've had such an interesting preseason leading up to tonight. Also some nerves going to be not only in the players tonight, but in the coaches as well. 2 first-time head coaches. Sam Williams takes over the Ridgeland squad, and he'll lead his Titan team out tonight. And Justin Hunter in his first official head coaching gig tonight for the Pearl Pirates.
Well, the coaches are going to have some fantastic players to watch. We're going to give you a look at the 3 players to watch tonight. We're going to watch all of them, but these 3 are going to be the key to certainly a Pirate victory or a Titan victory tonight, Brian.
That's right. On the Titan side, it's number 3. It starts and ends with Zy McDonald, the senior quarterback committed to Louisiana Lafayette. He's going to be one that we're going to call his name a lot tonight. QB on the other side as well, Shade Foster, number 12. He's the guy who's going to be the difference maker for Pearl, the man under center. He's a senior as well. And then number 6, Jaquavian Shoto, who did a lot on the offensive side of the ball last year. This year, he's been handed the task of stepping in at linebacker and bringing the Lightning along with Malachi Porter's Thunder.
Hey guys, all right, we got some a closer look at Zy McDonald. We have a player card of his. He's got some impressive career stats as he starts his senior campaign.
Yeah, these are numbers that jump off the page very quickly. Zy McDonald in his years as a starter, 7,868 yards passing, almost 8,000 career yards passing, 65 touchdowns to only 22 interceptions. But he's one of those dual threat guys. Not only will he do it in the air, but he will do it with his legs as well. And he's rushed for 732 yards as a starter and 16 touchdowns. And as we said, he's going to be a raging Cajun next year as he steps in a Division I quarterback, Louisiana Lafayette. And I think Justin Hunter made the statement last week on the coaches show that he's not just an athlete, but he is a Division I quarterback. And tonight, this Pearl Pirate defense, a young defense, under defensive coordinator Austin Wilbanks in his first year as DC, will have a tall task of trying to slow down and confuse Zy McDonald.
I was just checking out over my shoulder. I see the professor is down on the field, and he has Justin Hunter about to coach his first game as a head coach here.
Yeah, I'm here with Coach Hunter. Coach Hunter, how are the nerves tonight? First time as a head coach of a 6A program.
Man, super excited. Super excited we're getting to play football. Super excited for the kids, and it's been electric in our practice and stuff. A lot of excitement, not just on the field, but in the classrooms and in town and everything else. You know, just a lot of excitement for finally getting football season.
All right, I tell you what, I'm excited for you. I've been waiting for this night all year.
Well, I appreciate
all
that.
season, and how did the kids feel? How do they feel? Did they have a good week at practice?
They did. We had a great week. You know, and a lot of them just kept saying, you know, man, I'm so ready for Friday night. I'm so ready for Friday night. And I tell them, man, me too. You know, I mean, you know, I'm living a dream. Just like I tell y'all every time, man. I get to work with great kids and a great place and great community, and just ready to let these dudes come out here and compete, man. It's gonna be awesome.
Well, after the little scrimmage that we had, you know, we really only played one quarter.
Right.
You said you felt pretty good after the scrimmage and everything. Did that carry over to tonight? Do you still feel like you're going to be able to do what you planned on doing? Injury-wise, are we okay?
Yeah, we're healthy as we can be. You know, we have some, you know, we're going to have our hands full trying to stop their quarterback and receivers. They are great players and have a great coaching staff. So I know they're going to have a great plan for us, and I think we have a great plan for them. So I think it's going to be a really good game. I'd be shocked if it wasn't a four-quarter game.
All right. Well, guys, did y'all have any specific thing you wanted me to ask Coach before I let him go with his team?
Just score more than they do, that's all.
They want you to score more than they do, Coach.
We dang sure going to try.
All right, Coach, good luck to you.
Thank y'all so much. Go Pirates.
All right. Thank you, Professor. Brian, it's one of those games that I just get the feeling that it's whoever has the ball last may win the game, and we could be here kind of late tonight with these offenses.
Yeah, this is one of those basketball-type score games. It will be a lot of points put up tonight, so that's going to be great viewing for those of you at home. So excited you're here to kick off the 2021 football season here with your Pearl Pirates.
We will continue with more of the Sky Family Dental pregame show coming up after this. We will look at the Pirate offense, so stay with us. You're watching Pirate football here on PMB Sports.
Come smile with Sky. Sky Family Dental of Pearl provides complete dental care for the entire family. Oral exams, cleanings, dentures, implants. Most insurance is accepted and financing is available. Call now to schedule your appointment. Come smile with Sky.
The Exchange is a church that is for Pearl. The Exchange exists to make the love of God visible and tangible to our city. Whether it's gifts and prayers for our teachers and students, acts of service for those in need, family-friendly activities for our city, Thanksgiving meals for families, encouragement for the next generation, or hope when people need it most, the Exchange is for Pearl. And the Exchange is here for you. Find a place to belong, grow, and serve by visiting us online at theexchange.cc.
When you're ready to make a move in Pirate Country, contact Penny Pitts with Havard Real Estate Group in Pearl. Penny is a multi-million-dollar producer and loves to help her clients find the home of their dreams. If you are a first-time home buyer or ready to upsize or downsize, she is the agent for you. Penny is a Pearl High School graduate and an avid supporter of Pirate athletics. Make your move with the home team. That's Penny Pitts, Havard Real Estate Group.
Public service has always had a very special place in my heart, and to be able to do it and be a first responder as a reserve, when you're not getting paid, that's just one of the most selfless acts you can do. I think we all have a responsibility to our towns and our communities.
Well, for me, it's simple. I mean, when you say local, that's what's most important to me. Our citizens inside this county, we all care for each other, and we do everything we can to help everybody out. I am Shane Fletcher with Farm Bureau, and we are the home team.
Come smile with Sky. Sky Family
Welcome
Dental
back
of Pearl
to the Sky
provides
Family Dental
complete dental
pregame
care.
show. I'm Greg Flynn, Bryant May here as we get you set for the top of the hour kickoff between the Titans and the Pirates to open up this 2020 season. Bryant, it's a whole new offense kind of we're looking at, an all new offensive line, new running back, starting running back, and man, a quarterback that's brand new, sort of. But why don't you explain to us about Shade Foster?
That's a great way to put it. Shade Foster will be the senior leader, and but he's a guy that we've seen, but it's been a little bit. Shade Foster, a guy that we talked about last week at Jamboree, a guy who was thrust into the starting position 2 years ago as a sophomore. Literally, he came in as about the third or fourth string quarterback, and after a kind of break the glass emergency situation, Shade Foster stepped in as a sophomore and became the starting quarterback. Did a great job as a sophomore being thrown in. Last year, a little bit more of an athlete, put in different positions, and now he will be the senior leader. You see there 1,071 career passing yards for Shade in really a year and a little bit of action last year, 13 touchdowns to 8 interceptions, but he's even grown a little bit since his sophomore year, hadn't he, Greg?
Yeah, that's the one thing you're going to really, if you didn't join us last week, you'll notice it tonight. He's about almost as tall as you now. And when he was about like here when he was a sophomore, now he's up to about here on Bryant. So he could see over the line much better, a strong arm. And hopefully he's not going to have to throw too much because he's got a pretty good backfield. And, when he does throw those little quick short passes, one of those next guys that plays both ways, Jerry Johnson.
Yeah, Jay-Bird Johnson, he could make a lot of noise. This guy, Justin Hunter has said the way that Jay-Bird goes will be the way that the team goes. Jerry Johnson, only a junior, but already getting Division I offers from both Mississippi State and Ole Miss. Jerry Johnson, will look at his numbers there on the player card. 1,567 career offensive yards as a freshman and sophomore. Again, he's only a junior. 20 touchdowns so far, and he's a guy who can do it not only on offense and defense, but also on special teams. 409 kick return yards throughout the last couple of years, and he's run one of those back for a touchdown. He will be a guy across this season as the junior. He did not get a lot of action last week in the Jamboree. Coach Hunter said, we know what Jerry Johnson will give us. We're going to protect him, take no risk opportunities, and so tonight we'll get to see Jay-Bird in full stride.
As we change over to the rest of the offensive starters tonight, one of the things you're going to notice, we were blessed last year with an offensive line that had played almost exclusively together for 4 years. Now, it's all new.
That's right. Yeah, everybody is new up front. Leo McIntyre, the guy who has the most experience there, he's a senior, was tight end, slid over, and he will now play the offensive tackle position. Your other offensive line starters, Reed Grantham, Hayden Jackson, Colby Spence, and Connor Foy will hold down the front. And tonight they'll try to open up the holes for the skill guys. You got Jamari Thompson, the big running back, 240 pounds, number 1. Jamari will get plenty of action as Shade Foster will put it in his hands a lot tonight. Alex Spires and Jalen Kendrick, both somewhat new guys on the outside as wide receivers. Alex Spires will be a name and a face to watch for. Austin Arrett, number 11, will jump in and play a halfback position, and Javion Alexander, number 15, will slide into the tight end position with Leo McIntyre stepping in to take in that offensive tackle.
Not listed there is a guy by the name of Cody Arms, and we got a chance to see him last week. He'll come in when they go into 3 and 4 wide receivers sets. Think of him as our Jay Ward. He's like the new Jay Ward is Cody.
That's right, yeah, and he had a big catch last weekend in the Jamboree against Clinton, I think on like a 3rd and 16. So he's sort of that possession-type receiver that you throw to him when you got to have the catch. Maybe not the greatest size or the greatest speed, but great hands. And Cody will be a name that really kind of falls in that 3rd slot that Shade Foster will be looking to a lot.
This whole team mentality, the Pirate family culture is just evident in Leo McIntyre, who Justin Hunter told us that, man, he was a skill position guy. He liked to catch football. It's the glory. You want to catch the ball, score touchdowns. But they said, we have a need. We need you on the offensive line, and we think you're best suited to be on the offensive line. Man, Justin said, I called him in my office. I was worried about how the conversation was going to go, but Leo said, Coach, whatever you need, I'm there for.
Yeah, and how big is that? This is a guy who got college offers in the preseason. Of course, he'd only been looked at as a tight end, and so he's changing from this position where colleges have looked at him and said, you've got skill, and he said, I'll do whatever it takes for the team. If you're Justin Hunter, you've got to be so overjoyed that that's the kind of culture that you're leading, that you're stepping into, that John Perry obviously helped lay. And so Leo, man, tip your hat to him. And he will be a guy that we will run behind a lot with Thompson tonight and throughout this 2021 campaign.
But, in recruiting-wise, man, that just makes you more recruitable, I think, because it shows that you're a team guy and willing to – that's a guy you want in a program.
That's right. And Justin Hunter, what he said in the coaching staff, they looked at Leo and said, Leo, you're one of the best players on offense. If you're a tight end, you're not in on every single play because there's some sets that don't have a tight end. We need you in every single play. And so Leo said, I'll do whatever it takes, Coach. We'll see if his stamina is ready to hold in for 4 quarters tonight.
All right. That is a look at the offense. Up next, a look at the defense as we continue with the Sky Family Dental pregame show live from Ridgeland High School.
Thank you for shopping at Mystery Savings Supermarket, where you never know what kind of deal you're going to get. Welcome to Mystery Savings Supermarket. That'll be $9.
But she...
Welcome to Mystery Savings Supermarket, where you...
Hey, it's a beautiful day in Georgia blue. It's like a home-cooked meal. How mama makes you feel, that's what we do. Oh, yeah. The time is now to make memories with all your friends. We'll be looking for you, so y'all come on in. This family around here, it's Georgia blue.
Thank you for shopping at Mystery Savings Supermarket, where you never know what kind of deal you're going to get. Welcome to Mystery Savings Supermarket. That'll be $9.
But she...
Welcome to Mystery Savings Supermarket, where you never know what kind of deal you're going to get.
You wouldn't put up with this at a supermarket. Don't put up with it when you buy a car.
So come to Rogers Dab Chevrolet.
It's easier here.
All right, welcome back to Ridgeland High School. Greg Flynn, Bryant May with you for the Sky Family Dental pregame show as we get you ready for the 7 o'clock kick between the Pirates and Titans to open this brand new season. But now we looked at the offense, now the defense, and boy, are they going to be tested by this quarterback, Zy McDonald, and it's going to depend a lot on how much pressure we can put on him.
That's exactly right. And Zy, as we said earlier in the pregame show, he's a guy who's an athlete. He's not just going to sit in the pocket. He's a guy who's going to get out of the pocket. In fact, talking to some of the coaches you and I were pregame, this offensive line for Ridgeland, very young, just like this Pearl Pirate offensive line, very inexperienced, and so they're going to try to get to Zy quick. Ridgeland probably going to try to get Zy out of the pocket, let him roll around a little bit to try to buy him some time. But we're going to be sending all of the troops, and the main troop that we're sending right in the middle is Big Charles Stevens. We'll take a look at Charles's player card. Charles, a senior defensive tackle, 63 tackles, 45 of those solos, and 20 of those tackles for loss in his career. You see the picture there, Big Charles, some of the strongest hands that you said, Greg, you've seen in high school football.
Oh, Charles in charge. If Charles can get his hands on a running back or on a quarterback, you're not getting away. There are very few people that can slip a tackle from Charles. The key is he's deceivingly fast. So as soon as he gets back there and he gets a hold on to you, you're probably going down.
Yeah, Charles is the leader in the middle. He's also joined, as we take a look at the rest of the defensive starters, he is joined in the middle by a guy they call Meatball. How about that? There's no better nickname than that. Number 99, Jeremy Jackson, another defensive tackle who's going to make a lot of noise this season. The other big men up front, Keaton Boykin, number 87, along with Jalen Nickelberry, 26. And then a host of linebackers. There's speed, and then there's also power. Jaquavian Shoto, number 6, sliding over from offense. You'll see him on offense and defense, number 6. Malachi Porter, the leader back there on that linebacker squad, number 5. He's the senior. Tristan Carpenter, number 10. And then finally, 34, Javius Tucker will round out the linebacking crew. The guys who will have a lot of action tonight, as Zy McDonald has a couple of Division I talent wide receivers to throw to and not a whole lot of experience back here. The only guy with real experience, Marcus Mosley in the defensive backfield, number 3. Justice Moore, number 25. Landon Moore, number 7, who had an interception last week in the Jamboree. And then finally, number 19, Colin Love. And, Greg, those guys are going to be running a lot tonight as two big physical wide receivers that Justin Hunter and Austin Wilbanks, the defensive coordinator, haven't really been shy about talking about how worried they kind of are about how those guys might run around a little bit tonight.
Well, and to me, we talk about the defensive line, and they got to get pressure. And then you've got the defensive backs that, okay, if they get pressure, then, McDonald's going to look to get rid of the ball quick into the hands of his receivers just because of his line. To me, the linebacking core is where it's going to be made. And if they can make those tackles, and Jaquavian Shoto's an interesting story. He's a little guy, very Tylen Knight-ish, if you will, but they have him at a linebacker, and he's not really big, but he could lay a punch.
He can lay a punch, and also tonight he will be one that perhaps, and throughout the season as we face maybe more spread offenses, he'll be a guy that's a linebacker and drop out in coverage with that kind of speed. We saw Tylen Knight do that a lot across his career. Jaquavian Choto also wearing number 6, if that tells you anything about what they think about his potential. And so tonight we'll see if maybe Jaquavian runs out with some running backs or perhaps takes some guys in the slot to try to slow down this Ridgeland Titan offense. But there's going to be a lot of points put up both ways.
Another guy that's very key tonight is Tristan Carpenter that we talked about. He did not play last week. He had a hip flexor. They say he's good to go now. But he is the coaches tell me he is so workmanlike that he defines what a Pearlite is. That he just gets his lunch pail and he comes to work. He's a great locker room leader and a pretty darn good football player. His brother Landon was a defensive end last year.
That's right, and you used the word. He's a lunch pail kind of guy. He's a guy who will work hard and do whatever it takes. And in fact, coming into this season, makes a switch from offense to defense. He's a guy who's been opening up some really big holes. He did a great job the last couple of years for Kenyatta Harrell, throwing blocks there in that halfback position. And they thought so much of his leadership ability that they've slid him now over to the defensive side of the ball, and he'll be stapled right there in the middle. And we will call those names a lot this year. Malachi Porter, Tristan Carpenter. Malachi Porter, Tristan Carpenter. Going to be up to them to clog up that middle and slow down running games to force teams into the pass.
Well, it's going to be one of those strange games for us. You know, in 6A football, we're used to, line up, knock them out, knock them out, knock them out. This is going to be one of those, I think, a finesse game. Do you think it's going to be a finesse?
Yeah, I think so. I think there will be a lot of stats put up tonight for our statisticians in the trailer. Matthew Stevens down there tonight. He's going to have a lot to clock, but a lot of passing. That's right. A lot of passing out on the flat. Some athletes to break it all the way down the field. This is a Ridgeland team that went or hosted Brandon last week for Jamboree, and in that kind of quarter and a half of football, they blanked Brandon and beat them 14-0.
As we look at the special teams, you can't ever leave those guys out. The kicker is back. Austin Green, up and down last year. Watching him pregame, he looks like his trajectory is back up.
Yeah, Austin had a great pregame as we were watching him boot it well through the uprights with plenty of yardage to spare. And if you're a high school coach with special teams, especially when it comes to your place kicker, you love any time you can bring back any degree of experience. And Austin exactly does that. And then also Shade Foster, our quarterback, who is a great athlete all the way around, will slide over. He'll do maybe a little bit of place kicking from time to time, but he is our punter and had a great scrimmage last week against Clinton in the opener as a punter.
And then the guy that is kind of unsung, we learned about how great the long snapper needs to be. It started when we had the great Dylan Hayes back there, but now it's Connor McHenry, and Connor is he's got some strong hands.
Yeah, Connor McHenry, number 65. You'll see him in there both on points and field goals, and the kick can only go as well as the snap does come back. And so Connor's got a huge job on his hands, a stressful position to be in, but Connor's the man for the job.
All right, we are officially about 9 minutes away from kickoff. When we come back, we'll take a look at what we have coming up this evening. As the fans are a little light, we know that the broadcast is going to be fantastic for you. You can't be here. We're here to bring it to you. So stay tuned. The Sky Family Dental pregame show continues right after this.
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
From loans and mobile banking to CDs and checking accounts, River Trust Federal Credit Union has you covered. That's why you owe it to yourself to take advantage of the tremendous opportunity to open a savings and checking account at River Trust Federal Credit Union. River Trust offers lower interest rates on loans and higher interest rates on savings. We can get you started on the road to financial well-being. Let us help you take charge of your financial future today. Log on to our website at rivertrustfcu.com. River Trust Federal Credit Union, improving the financial success of our members.
All right, welcome back to Ridgeland High School as we are awaiting the captains. The Ridgeland Titans are on their way out of their locker room as we prepare for our first coin toss. We're waiting on the Pirates. As you can see, we brought the cheer and the dance team, but Bryant, no band tonight. And I know that's a big disappointment, and the kids are disappointed, but it's just one of those decisions that, Madison County has restrictions on how many people can be here. Bands won't, and from what I understand, the band will not play on the road this year.
Yeah, and that's going to be really disappointing to not only our students but also our fans who take so much pride in the Pearl Pirate Marching Band program. But we are in a different day in this moment, and talking to some of the coaches before the game tonight, and it's our understanding that 300 tickets all that went to Pearl. I believe Ridgeland had like 500 that they were able to purchase or used for purchase to their fans, and they are all spread out here over here on the home side. Pretty good showing over there on the visitor side. Everybody's still spread out. But it's just a different day, and if we were to bring the band, not only would they not be able to play, but they would also take up a lot of the seating there on the visitor side that is already limited as it is.
So if we get a chance, we'll give you a shot over there at the Pearl Faithful. That the lucky few, it's like the Wonka ticket, the golden ticket. You get a chance to come and see your Pirates in person. And I believe we are about to have the national anthem, so we're going to just quiet down a little bit and let you all listen in to the national anthem by the Ridgeland High School Band.
Please rise now for the playing of our national anthem by the Titan Band.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
That was the national anthem by the Ridgeland High School Band. Very social distanced out there. So it's just odd. I mean, I'm sorry. This is a high school football game. It's very quiet.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of spread out. Doesn't feel like there's anybody here.
Yeah, it almost feels somewhat like a practice. Almost feels like a little bit like there was maybe more energy last week at the Jamboree, but we're going to do our best to bring you the hard-hitting action. And as Coach Justin Hunter said earlier in the pregame show, these guys are just ready to finally play in a game that matters for something, not to be playing against each other, a season that for a long time no one knew if it was even going to happen. Unfortunately, other students throughout the state of Mississippi not going to have a 2021 football season, but the Pearl Pirates are going to get one, and it starts in a big way tonight on the road against the Ridgeland Titans.
All right, the captains are getting ready to come to, well, I think. Now, this is interesting. I don't know how we're going to do this with it's football. The guys are going to be banging anyway, so that they are going to come out to midfield.
That's right.
So it will our captains tonight, Leo McIntyre III and Malachi Porter.
Captains for the Ridgeland Titans, no surprise, Zy McDonald, number 3. Number 4, Chandler Williams, the senior, along with number 56, that's Zion Nason, a senior lineman. And then finally, number 13, Richard Mays. He's one of those outstanding wideouts that Zy McDonald will be throwing to a lot tonight.
So we're watching down there to see who won the coin toss. As the referee talking to our players. Look at McDonald. He is not a big guy. He's only about 5'8", 5'9", but you guys are going to be so impressed with his arm. He can really throw a rocket.
Yeah, last year a game where Ridgeland came to Pearl and put up a ton of points and a ton of yards, and it was one of those where you walked out going, wow, these guys are way better than we thought they were going to be. And Zy McDonald only has one more year of experience underneath his belt, and as we said, he's got nods from colleges and already committed to Division I school, Louisiana Lafayette, for next year.
Hey, while we're down there, Professor, I know you can't go out for the coin toss. It's The atmosphere is just odd, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It's almost like just a scripted practice. You know, it's very quiet. It's a nice night for football. It's not too hot. A little bit of a breeze. You can feel fall coming in, but it's really weird right now.
All right, so Ridgeland will receive. Pirates are going to kick. The Pirates are about to run out. Coming up, the kickoff between the Pirates and the Titans next.
Are you ready?
Welcome into Ridgeland High School, where the Pearl Pirates are set to take on the Ridgeland Titans in the opening game of the 2020 high school season. Good evening, folks. I'm Greg Flynn, joined by Bryant May and the Professor Roy Harper, as we are excited to bring this game to you tonight with limited crowds. We know we're going to have a big audience, and we hope you enjoy tonight's broadcast.
The Justin Hunter era officially underway as two new head coaches taking on each other tonight. And Justin Hunter said these guys are good friends, not only opposing coaches tonight, but also good friends. Sam Williams, the brand new coach on the Ridgeland Titans side, coming from Pelahatchie, and Justin Hunter moving up from the offensive coordinator position to take the spot of the departed John Perry.
So Austin Green is going to have our Georgia Blue kickoff ready to fly tonight, as we're going to get to see high school football action for real. Just got a little teaser last week, and the team looked awfully good against the Arrows in that scrimmage. Now we're going to see what kind of a test Zy McDonald brings to them. Defense did real nice against Clinton last week, for all intents and purposes, shutting them out in their quarter of play. But we're going to get to see that Ridgeland offense right off the bat, as Austin waiting on the whistle. There it is. And the 2020 season is underway. That ball's going to bounce around inside the 10, picked up at the 6. Special teams, good coverage. Many times that can go very wrong as guys get out of their lane, but that return taken back to the 14-yard line, and that's where McDonald will start.
Comorian Herrings, the guy who picked up that ball finally and brought it back for return. Malachi Porter, already calling his name tonight on special teams, makes the stop there. The first official tackle for the Pirates in the 2021 season.
So they're going to go 4 wide here to start. 3 receivers to the top of your screen. McDonald, he's going to throw. Quick slant, incomplete.
Pass intended for Richard Mays on the slant. Take a look at your defensive starters for the Pirates tonight. Marcus Mosley, Justice Moore, Landon Moore, and Colin Love will be in the secondary. Shoto, Porter, Carpenter, Tucker will be your linebackers. And the big men up front, Jalen Nickelberry, Keaton Boykin, Jeremy Jackson, and Charles Stevens.
McDonald back to pass, looking out to his right, tries to get it out of the backfield, and that will fall incomplete as he's looking for Donovan Ball there, who drops the ball.
Yeah, Zy been just a little bit off. It has hit the hands of the wide receivers, and that time the running back coming out of the backfield, but it will set up 3rd and long, and Zy perhaps rushing just a little bit. You have to imagine there's a lot of nerves flying around out there tonight as these guys taking on their first action of the season.
So it is our first Pearl Pool 3rd down. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble this year saying that. McDonald deep over the middle, too high. Falls harmlessly to the turf, and the Pirate defense holds 3 and out.
Antoine Brown running the crossing route right in the middle of the field, and should he have brought it in, that would have been a first down. But Zy McDonald really off on those first 3 throws, as that one above the head of Antoine Brown. And if you're Justin Hunter, you'll take it any way you can get it, a 3 and out. And we'll force a Ridgeland punt, and we're going to get really good field position, Greg, to start our first offensive drive.
I wonder if that was more nerves than anything else, a first drive of the season.
It's got to be.
Just very inaccurate. Well, Shoto and Johnson will stand at their own 45-yard line. Good snap, and the punt is away. It's going to be a low liner. It's Shoto tries to take, but he touched it. It's loose, still loose, and I think the Pirates were able to jump on top of it. Talk about some nerves here on the first game.
And at that point, you were very, very glad to have 2 men back deep as Jaquavian Shoto really stuck out his arm on the rugby-style punt. You'll see it here on the replay. It was a rugby-style punt that was going to roll for a long time. Jaquavian had a great thought. He was trying to slow down the roll, but instead he could not pull it in with one arm. And Jerry Johnson, I believe, is the guy who falls in there on the bottom of the pile to pull it out. And, whew, that one could have been dangerous real quick.
Well, fortunately, the Pirates recover. And they will be at the 36-yard line as Shade Foster comes out for his senior season as the starter. He's going to throw a quick screen out of the backfield. And there goes Jay Bird around the far right side. He lined up in the backfield. He's going to cross the 40 to the 41, so a gain of 6.
Justin Hunter doing whatever it takes to get the ball in the hands of Jerry Johnson. And on the very first offensive play of the season, he lines up as the halfback rather than Jamari Thompson. Thompson now in the backfield.
1st and 10 for the Pirates as Renaissance Bank moves those chains. Another throw, this time too high for Jay Bird.
It's actually 2nd and 5. Only picked up 5 on that, so it will set up 3rd and 5. That time just a little bit tall for the hands of Jerry.
Looking at the scoreboard.
Yeah, Jerry Johnson. The scoreboard still does read 1st and 10. It's first game for them too this season.
So 3rd down.
Going to go 4 wide with Arms, Kendrick, Johnson, and Spires.
Foster looks to his right. Quick throw, quick hitter there, and that's going to be complete to Jay Bird. And they're going to give him enough for a Renaissance Bank first down.
No surprise, 3 offensive plays, 3 looks to number 4, Jerry Johnson. That time, Jay Bird able to pull it in as Shea did a great job of getting it to him on the quick slant, just enough for a big first down. Pirates pushing towards midfield.
Foster, he'll hand it off to Jamari. Jamari up the middle, following the right side of the line, and he's going to have a nice gain on first down into Ridgeland territory to the 46.
Pirates moving quick.
Try it again, same side. There goes Jamari. Breaking through into the secondary. Dragging Titans with him inside the 20.
Jamari Thompson reels off about a 25-yard run as you're not going to pull down that 240-pound man with an arm tackle, and that's exactly what number 24 Kennedy Baker found out, the sophomore, and finally number 20 Travis Posey able to pull him down, but not until the Pirates penetrate the red zone.
The Renaissance Bank first down. Shade throwing the fade. Our first touchdown of the year goes to Jay Bird.
A beautiful fade pass from the senior to the go-to man, and no surprise, the first touchdown of the 2021 campaign in the hands of number 4, Jerry Johnson. Tip your cap to Shade Foster on a beautiful ball from 16 yards out, and it's 6-0 Pirates with 9:08 remaining in the first quarter.
How about that for a Raising Cane's touchdown? Raise the roof for sure. Green's extra point is up, and it is good. And with 9:08 to play here in the opening quarter, your Pirates now take the lead 7-0.
Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day in Georgia blue. It's like a home-cooked meal. How mama makes you feel, that's what we do. Oh, yeah. The time is now to make memories with all your friends. We'll be looking for you, so y'all come on in.
Austin Green about ready to tee up our Georgia Blue kickoff after that shade, throwing a little fade.
About as good as you can throw it. Huge drive there to kick off the first offensive drive of the 2021 season. 5 plays, 64 yards, a minute and 47 seconds, all that went off the clock, and completed with a Shade Foster to Jerry Johnson 16-yard touchdown pass.
Man, I will tell you, one of the prettiest fade balls I've ever seen was when Smithhart was here, when Jake would throw those. But I tell you what, Shade's pretty close.
That looked really, really good.
Green's kick is in the air and will carry into the end zone for a touchback. So the Titans will come out to their 20. After they went 3 and out, we kind of reversed roles, kind of what we thought was going to happen.
Yeah, a well-scripted, just like Justin Hunter would have it. First 3 minutes of the season as Zy McDonald and the Titans go 3 and out on 3 incomplete passes, and then the Pirates respond with a 5-play minute 47-second drive to go ahead and push the lead up 7-0, 9:06 remaining here in the first quarter, just a few minutes into the 2021 season.
All right, going with that 4-man front. There's a run here to the right side. Oof, and they just stack it up.
That time it was number 17, Donovan Ball, the junior running back, coming out of the backfield, and Malachi Porter greeted him very rudely. You'll see here on the River Trust replay, Malachi Porter coming from that middle linebacker position and meets him right here in the hole. Boom! Donovan Ball will not forget that, as he'll see a lot more of number 5 tonight.
And then you get Charles Stevens to fall on top of you for good measure. Why not? So 2nd down and 10, no gain on the play. And in motion, McDonald looking to throw, looking that way, over the middle. Oh, and a great play. Tristan Carpenter gets his arm up and deflects that one.
Great job by the senior Tristan Carpenter, dropping back in zone coverage there from that linebacker position, and he was happy to have the deflection, but I think he wanted to pick, and there was a really good chance he could have come down with it, only able to get one paw up there, but a huge deflection, and again will set up 3rd and long for Ridgeland on back-to-back drives.
So a Pearl Pool, a deep 3rd down and 10. McDonald, he's scrambling, heaving it down the field. He's got a man, and just overthrows. I don't know. That went right through the hands of Antoine Brown. He should have caught that.
Wow.
I'm glad he didn't, but he should have caught it.
That's right, man. Cole Copley, I believe, was the guy in there causing pressure. You'll see it. No, it's Charles Stevens. I apologize. Big Charles. And look at this one right through. Trying to make an over-the-shoulder catch, and it looked like Brown slowed down just a little bit, but he was wide open, and should he caught that, that would have been 6 points for Ridgeland. But yet again, Austin Wilbanks and this Pearl defense forces a 3 and out to slow down an explosive Ridgeland Titan offense. And here comes another punt. Shoto and Johnson back deep yet again.
Almost exactly where they were the last time. Hopefully we make this a little less stressful. Good snap. Another low punt in Shoto's direction. He's going to catch it this time. He's going to return it up the middle, breaking it to the outside, trying to get to the corner. He does. He's inside the 50, 40, to the 30. And dragged down from behind at the 25-yard line. Let's see where they're going to mark him out.
42 yards on the kick, 38 yards, I believe.
They're going to give him the
Okay, they're going to back it up just a little bit. So more like 34 yards on the return, and Jaquavian Shoto completely makes up for the little blunder on the first punt of the season. After a great kick by Ridgeland, Shoto puts the Pirates in business yet again, set up at the Titan 28-yard line.
So we'll put that at the 28. So single setback. This is what we used to like to call the heavy set. All the beef. And Jamari likes it. Oh, fumbles the ball after he hit the ground. They're going to rule him down at the 21-yard line. He followed the beef to that side.
Yeah, you called it, Greg. It was the heavy set, as we had 3 tight ends in there. Keaton Boykin, who plays defensive line, in there, along with number 11, Austin Arendt, and then also number 15, Javion Alexander. So really 3 tight ends in there to open up the hole for Jamari Thompson.
Looks like we're going to stay big This time it's Jay Bird in the backfield. Watch for a trick here. Oh, Jay Bird's going to run it. He's got a hole. All you got to do is give him a sliver, and he's going to spin inside the 20 to the 19.
Going to be really close to the sticks as he needed the 18 for a first down, and I believe they're going to stop the clock and perhaps measure that one.
No, they're going to move it. They said
okay.
Official on the far side just let's go. It is a Renaissance Bank first down. Move the chains.
And looks like Jerry Johnson yet again will line up in that running back position, and we're going to put him anywhere we need to, whether that's out wide in the slot or in the backfield, and he's already had 3 or 4 plays here through about 10 offensive plays this season where he's lined up as the man in the backfield.
Shade, throw the fade again to the corner. This time just a little too far as he was looking for Kendrick over there.
Yeah, that one had pretty good coverage that time from number 8, J.J. Waits, as he was running step for step with Jalen Kendrick. And you see her there on the River Trust replay. Not a bad ball from Shade, because that's what you got to do on the fade. You put it where only your man can catch it, or either it's incomplete, and that one falls harmlessly to the turf and sets up 2nd and 10.
Johnson staying in the backfield. Oh, weird snap, and that was a busted play from the word go. But look at Shade using the acumen to throw it away.
Yeah, that's a heads-up senior leadership play that could have gone really, really bad. I believe the snap was thrown back by number 73, Connor Ford, just a little bit before we were ready, but Shade grabbed it and almost made something of it, but we'll take an incompletion rather than the result that could have happened had he missed that ball. Thompson will check back in, and we'll set ourselves up with a 3rd and long, first one of the season.
You know, Connor Foy making his first ever snaps in a varsity game that counts. The real first snaps game last week in the scrimmage, but this one, he's doing pretty good for just coming in. That ball is going to fall incomplete. Again, looking for Kendrick. And now we're going to bring in Austin Green for a field goal attempt.
Yeah, Shade, maybe a little bit of nerves or feeling some pressure on that one. He sailed it high for Kendrick. No chance that Jalen could have come down with that one. And Austin Green going to have his first chance to try to boot one through. We saw him kick one through in warm-ups from right here. Looks like it's going to set up for about a 35-yard field goal.
Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it's a dying quail, and it goes just right. So the Pirates are turned away with 6:51 to play. We'll step aside. 7-0, Pearl in front.
I'm State Representative Gene Newman with a message to young people and their parents. There are many pathways to success. For some, it's a regular college degree. But so often I see students and their families get in financial trouble by taking out huge student loans for college degrees that they will never be able to pay back. The degree programs they are pushed into are governed by rules designed to benefit the colleges and the loan programs, not the students. College doesn't guarantee a good high-paying job. If a student hasn't decided what career they want to pursue, please look at the community colleges with so many different programs and degrees. Don't start out in life with a huge college debt hanging over you. I want to see every pirate find their way to a successful career, because every day is a great day to be a pirate.
All right, on that play, Zy McDonald going around the far side will pick up 11 yards for a first down. That's been their most successful play of the night. Now McDonald, he's going to run it again. A design draw. This one's going to pick up about 5. We got a whistle.
I believe we're going to get the heat timeout as we are halfway through the first quarter, 6:12 remaining, and typically August and September we'll take that break.
And we'll step aside with them. 6:12 to play. Pirates up 7-0.
When you're ready to make a move in Pirate Country, contact Penny Pitts with Havard Real Estate Group in Pearl. Penny is a multi-million-dollar producer and loves to help her clients find the home of their dreams. If you are a first-time home buyer or ready to upsize or downsize, she is the agent for you. Penny is a Pearl High School graduate and an avid supporter of Pirate athletics. Make your move with the home team. That's Penny Pitts, Havard Real Estate Group.
When pirates need a feast, they sail to Mugshot's Grill and Bar. Voted best burger in Mississippi for 13 years in a row, Mugshot's proudly serves fresh, never frozen certified Angus beef. X marks a spot at 2 locations on the map, in Pearl and Riverwind Drive in the movie theater parking lot, and in Flowood on the corner of Airport Road and Lakeland Drive. You can dine in, take out, or order online and pick up curbside. Check out mugshotsgrillandbar.com.
On second down and 6, this is a swing pass that's going for a lot. Inside the 30, 20, and he will score.
Number 1, Aiden Williams, the sophomore, out in the flat, and Zy McDonald for the first time tonight completes a pass, and 64 yards later, it's 7-6. And we told you they could score in a hurry, and no one was really near Aiden Williams, as you see there on the River Trust replay. And not only did he catch it, but he created great separation with that speed.
Well, here's the difference. The Pirates' drive was 64 yards to get a touchdown. They took one play, 64 yards, to tie the score. But they're going to go for 2. And McDonald's got the corner, and he will walk in for the 2. So before I was remiss at saying that it was tied, it is not. And Ridgeland takes an 8-7 lead. 5:48 to play here in the first quarter. We'll be back in a minute.
At Raising Cane's, we are committed to safely serving you and your family the best tasting and highest quality chicken finger meals. This is very personal to me. I know how important it is to have a trusted, safe, and clean place to feed you and your loved ones. We will always go above and beyond all CDC guidelines, local government requirements, and industry standards. This is our promise to you. Cane's is open, and we're here to serve you our hot, fresh chicken finger meals and drinks through drive-thru. Go to RaisingCanes.com for details or call your local Cane's. Thank you for your continued trust in us. One love.
Well, we told you Zy McDonald's good, and we weren't lying. He didn't show it on his first 2 drives, but he certainly did there.
3 plays, 82 yards. Only a minute and 10 seconds for Ridgeland to jump ahead 8-7 after the 2-point conversion by Zy McDonald. And Greg, we were talking about there during the break, they finally let Zy out, let him run a little bit. He runs the first 2 plays, and so we pinch in, anticipating the run again on the 3rd play of the drive, and instead he throws it out in the flat, and Aiden Williams goes 64 yards to the house.
Again, a little nerves, I think, when he started. Letting him get a couple of hits. You know, sometimes they'll shake the cobwebs loose. Let's just not get them loosened up anymore, that's for sure. Shoto and Jaybird standing back at their 10-yard line. We've got the whistle, and we've got the Georgia Blue kickoff. Short kick. Will bounce at the 21, taken in on the far side by Jaybird. He's doing a little dance, cuts it back to the middle, now going back to the outside, right where he started from, and just pulled down by the shoelaces at the 33.
Antoine Brown made the tackle on the ever-elusive Jerry Jaybird Johnson after about a 14-yard return. Look at this number of tackles that you see the athleticism. 1, 2, 3. Finally, the 4th guy able to bring down Jerry Johnson. Just how elusive that guy really is.
So, Renaissance Bank first down. See if the Pirates can answer the Titans touchdown. Hand the ball off to Jamari. Puts his head down. Pulls his way forward for looks like 11 yards. And Jamari just moving those Renaissance Bank chains.
Want to make sure we give a nod to the big guys on the line who are opening up some great holes and giving great protection so far as we're 2.5 drives in for Shade Foster.
Now Shade wants to check his play. Shifts his H-back A-Rant here to the near side. Jamari on the left side. Bulls his way again, this time to midfield. It's like a pickup of 5. So we will have a second down and 5.
Shade Foster so far through about a half a quarter play is 3 of 7, 32 yards, 1 touchdown. And Jerry Johnson already with 3 receptions.
And that ball off.
Shoto put it on the ground.
Still going around. Shade was reaching for it, and I think somehow he fought to get it back, and he did.
Wow.
Way back at the Pirate 39.
You'll see here on the River Trust replay, Shoto, a guy's put it on the ground twice tonight. The defender was going down, stuck up his arm, able to knock it out. And Shade,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
about 3-4 different times, tried to pull it in, finally able to wrap that up and salvage what will be 3rd and about 15. But that one could have flipped momentum really quickly had Ridgeland recovered that in Pirate territory.
This is like going off the high dive for the Pearl Pool 3rd down. It is 3rd down and 15. Shade going to throw deep over the middle. He's got his man. Oh, and dropped by Jay Bird.
Wow.
That was going to the birdhouse, man.
Shade Foster put that one right on the money. Jamari Thompson runs over, taps Jay Bird on the helmet. You see him running off the sidelines there. Look at this on the replay. Shade put that one right where you got to have it. And, Greg, I think Jerry Johnson saw 40 yards of wide open turf in front of him, and he didn't quite focus the football all the way in. And that one cost us 6 points.
Would have been an unlikeliest of first downs on a 3rd and 15, but now Shade Foster will come on, and he'll put his foot into it on a nice punt. It's going to bounce at the 30, be taken in. Ooh, should have changed his mind, but he gets swallowed up there at the 20. That's taking hits when you don't have to right there, Bryant.
Yeah, 43 yards on the boot from Shade Foster. Not bad by your quarterback. Tackle made there on special teams by Cole Copley. I believe he was in there along with number 65, Connor McHenry, your long snapper.
So here comes McDonald. Last drive was 3 plays, resulted in a touchdown. First 2 drives resulted in punts. Let's see if we can get back into the punting routine here. He'll throw out to his left. That ball complete. And fighting hard on that far side is Aiden Williams, the sophomore.
Same guy who just ran 64 yards for a touchdown, and Landon Moore was really hanging on for dear life. And, Greg, I hate to say it out loud, but I believe Zy McDonald has now settled down half a quarter in, and he is dealing.
He's getting a hot hand. He's got 3 receivers here to the near side, but he's going to run it. Designed run. And he's just going to tippy-toe out of bounds. Saw Charles Stevens right there and said, I'm going to step out.
Yeah, Malachi Porter along with Landon Moore both got hands on McDonald, but he was able to sidestep both of them and pick up a easy, we'll say maybe 4.5 yards to set up 2nd and manageable for Sam Williams and the Titans.
2:58 to play here in the opening quarter. McDonald going to hand that off to the left side. Ooh, and a big lick there. That turned in by Landon Moore, but not before a first down for the Titans.
Donovan Ball running right there between the guard and tackle, and he only needed 4.5. He got about 6.5, and then he paid for it with a great hit by Landon Moore.
There's another run. This time the Pirates are there, and they swallow up the middle. There's Jeremy Jackson getting up from the bottom of the pile.
Big meatball, packing it in there in the middle. That is the nickname everybody goes to for Big 99, Jeremy Jackson, and a big stuff there to push the Titans backwards and make it 2nd and 12. 2:12 remaining here in the first.
Got a 4 wide receiver. Interesting formation. 2 on either side is a stack. This really puts those cornerbacks on their toes because you don't know where that second receiver is going to spin out to. But it's going to be a handoff, left side. And a great job by the defense. Didn't buy that 4 wide business.
Malachi Porter, no surprise, the guy who is the captain of that defense, able to get out there on the outside and wrap up the speedy Donovan Ball to make it 3rd and long.
So we've got a Pearl Pool 3rd down and 9. Going 5 wide this time. 3 here to the near side. McDonald throws over the middle. 3 Pirates there. That was a meeting of the minds. He's going to be just a bit short. But how did he hang on with all that traffic?
Wow. Great job of the Pirates converging there. That was Landon Moore, Malachi Porter, and also number 25, Justice Moore. A big hit there, and on 4th and short, it looks like Sam Williams is going to put the ball in the hands of his senior leader, Zy McDonald, and go for it here on 4th and 1.
McDonald rolling. He's going to keep it. Looks for a hole. He found one to just slide through on the left side. Boykin there for the stop, but not before the first down is gained.
Never been a football coach, but if it's 4th and 1 and I got Zy McDonald, that's the exact play I'm running to. Not taking it out of his hands, and he didn't need a lot. Keaton Boykin got to him quickly, but not quickly enough. And Zy McDonald picks up the first down at the Pirate 40.
As soon as the pace here slows, I want to go down and talk to the professor.
Yeah.
McDonald looking, and he's going to throw it out of the backfield. And they're going to be ridden out of bounds. Not too much over there on the side. No penalty flag. But Roy, man, we started off like gangbusters, and now the defense is kind of scratching their heads.
Yeah, I think Zy kind of hit his groove. Maybe a little bit of nerves had to start the game. And I think he settled down, and he's hitting his targets, and he is slick. It's hard to get a hold of him.
Well, here he's going to go 4 wide, 3 at the top of your screen. 2nd down and 6. Nobody open. He's just going to throw that one. Oh, I thought he was throwing it away, but it's complete here on the near side, and that's going to be a first down at the 28-yard line.
Called by Donovan Ball. We are going to have our first penalty flag of the night in the area. Oh, legal man downfield. Looks like the early signal, and we will take that. Only 2 seconds remaining here in the first quarter as well.
So they're going to relocate that football thanks to Havard Realty on that penalty. As we're going to back that up to the 41-yard line. So make it now 2nd down and 11.
So go ahead and start the clock. I believe that should end our first quarter.
Well, the clock is stopped, so this will be the last play of the quarter. McDonald throwing. That ball's caught inside the 35. It will be short of the first down, so another 4th down upcoming, but I bet you they're going to go for it again. But they have extra time to think about it as we have come to the end of the first quarter. The Titans lead our Pirates 8-7. More football coming back here on PMB Sports.
The Pearl Pool is a proud sponsor of Pirate football. Located in the heart of the city, 3500 Dawn Drive, the Pearl Pool offers everyone a safe, convenient place to swim and host parties. Affordable memberships are available, and walk-ups are always welcome. It's also a great place for Pirates to take swimming lessons before they hit the high seas. And when the temperature heats up, make plans to cool off at the Pearl Pool.
At Raising Cane's, we are committed to safely serving you and your family the best tasting and highest quality chicken finger meals. This is very personal to me. I know how important it is to have a trusted, safe, and clean place to feed you and your loved ones. We will always go above and beyond all CDC guidelines, local government requirements, and industry standards. This is our promise to you. Cane's is open, and we're here to serve you our hot, fresh chicken finger meals and drinks through drive-thru. Go to RaisinCanes.com for details or call your local Cane's. Thank you for your continued trust in us. One love.
Welcome back to Pearl Pirate Football. We are live from Ridgeland High School as we get ready to start the second quarter. Titans lead the Pirates 8-7, and Greg, it's 3rd and 2. And Zy McDonald has hit his stride here for Sam Williams, Ridgeland Titan squad.
Well, he's still going to go 5 wide this time. Now a quick throw outside. Made the first man miss, and that's going to pick up a first down over there on the far side. Could have helped thrown him for a loss.
Aiden Williams, the very talented sophomore wide receiver, as you see here on the River Trust replay, the same play that went 64 yards just a little bit earlier. That time doesn't net quite as much, but it picks up a big first down, and this Titan drive continues to roll.
They stay 5 wide. Three here to the near side. McDonald's going to keep it himself up the middle. Making men miss, in and out. Look at that. That was very...
Zy McDonald-ish. I'm going to go ahead and give it an adjective. He's that good. Watch this here on the River Trust replay. One step, one more. 2 guys miss. Malachi Porter and Landon Carpenter, 2 of the best we got. And Tristan Carpenter. And, folks, that's just really how talented this guy is. And we found that out last year at Pearl. And that time he goes 29 yards to the house. And that makes it 14-7 pending the Ridgeland extra point.
That was very Lamar Jackson-ish.
Johnny Manziel, if I can go there.
Good night. Well, they will attempt the extra point this time. Bad snap. It's bobbled, and that kick is going to be ugly, but goes through the uprights. So it is now 15-7 Titans. And Roy Harper down on the field. The professor, he just took us to school on that, did he not?
Oh, he did. I've never seen a move like that in high school. They had him, and he just sidestepped, got around, and once he gets in the open, you're obviously not catching him.
How's the morale down there?
Excuse me, you broke up just a second.
Sorry. How is the morale down there amongst the team?
I think they seem a little shell-shocked right now. They're trying to figure out what's going on, but they're still up, just a little shell-shocked, and they'll come over it. They'll figure it out and get it going.
Well, we need the offense to keep that defense off the field for a little while and give them a rest. Maybe we can get a nice return here from Shoto or Jaybird.
Momentum, clearly has gone the Titan way after about halfway through that first quarter. It was 7-0 good guys, and then at 5:48 remaining in the first, that 64-yard touchdown pass to Aiden Williams, and it's been all Titans since then.
Last kick was short, came in about the 20-yard line. I don't think they want to kick deep. We will see. And a little Poochie again. Oh. Drop. Who was that?
DJ Hudson, the junior, was in there on special teams playing up back.
DJ.
That one not going to look good in the film room.
But
thankfully,
nervous.
DJ able to fall on top of that one. 11:37 remaining here in the second, and we've got to find a little momentum, a little groove again with Shade Foster and the boys. First couple offensive drives look really good. One ended in a Jerry Johnson touchdown reception. The next one, a missed Austin Green field goal, but last couple of drives has sputtered. We'll see what Shade can do here.
So close, though. Jaybird dropped that one ball that was a touchdown.
True.
We got set back on the fumble by Shoto, which we were moving the ball. Just keep doing what you're doing. And here goes Jaybird, showing some of his own moves. He's almost out to the 45-yard line. The bird is flying.
That one, one of those that counts as a pass. The shortest pass Shade Foster will throw all season. The little flip pass that we've seen done so much over the years to J. Red Patterson and Tyler Knight. Now going to Jerry Johnson. And after about 15 yards of juking and jiving, it's a big first down, and the Pirates trying to gain some momentum back.
And again, the J. Red special, he's wearing number 4. These guys know what they're doing. All right, Shade. Now he's got Jamari back there. He'll give it to Jamari. Picking his way, and he's thrown down. Nice tackle there by number 22.
Creighton King, the junior defensive lineman. That's not easy to grab big Jamari Thompson and throw him down single-handedly, but that's exactly what King did. We will pick up about 3.5 there on the carry. Johnson and Spires will be the 2 wideouts for Foster.
We're going to shift and make the left side of the line heavy. And that's where Jamari will run. Trying to get to the outside. He does. Inside of midfield. dragged down. Did they get a piece of the face mask? No, he just kind of, I guess, turned his head down. But that's going to be a Renaissance Bank first down as big Jamari moves it inside the 40 to the 38.
Watch Keldron Williams, the sophomore defensive back. Coach, do I really have to try to pull this guy down? Give tip of the cap to Williams, finally able to hold on to Thompson. Couldn't really tell if he got face mask or not. But a big run by Jamari, big first down. The Pirates are moving.
There's Jamari again up the middle. Somebody's helmet comes flying off. That number 20 for Ridgeland.
Yeah, that's number 20, Travis Posey, who got, boom, he got nailed. Looked like it may have already been coming off a little bit, and Jamari finished it off. And Jamari running hard like you knew that he would for Justin Hunter in this offense that's now moving inside the Titan 35.
Tighten that chin strap, young man. 2nd and 5. Shade's going to throw it deep. Got his man. Oh, just out of reach of Spires.
What a great play call, as it was a play fake to Jerry Johnson in the backfield. You'll see it here on the River Trust replay, and Shade may have rushed it just a little bit.
He was so open.
Alex Spires was wide open at the 10-yard line. It sails about 1.5 yards over his head. And it will set up 3rd and 5, 9:30 remaining here in the second quarter with Ridgeland leading 15-7.
I think Shade was surprised. There's a handoff to Johnson. Going to left side. Down the sideline. Set sail.
Oh, wow. They're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. The 1-yard line.
Now, he couldn't see that from over there.
Guys, he was in. He touched the pylon as he was going in.
Look,
No, he was clearly touched down.
This official was way out of position.
Pirates going to go quick with Jay Bird still in the backfield.
There he goes. Up the middle. Jay Bird, number 2.
And rightfully so, Justin Hunter keeps Johnson in the backfield to go ahead and finish off that drive after the big 33-yard run all the way down to the 1-yard line. And it's now 15-13. Greg, we're just going to go ahead and kick the Austin Green extra point, even though Ridgeland has converted the 2-point conversion, try to make it a 1-point ball game.
Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is good. 9:16 to play. 15-14 now. Back and forth we go. Back in a minute here on PMB.
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
From loans and mobile banking to CDs and checking accounts, River Trust Federal Credit Union has you covered. That's why you owe it to yourself to take advantage of the tremendous opportunity to open a savings and checking account at River Trust Federal Credit Union. River Trust offers lower interest rates on loans and higher interest rates on savings. We can get you started on the road to financial well-being. Let us help you take charge of your financial future today. Log on to our website at rivertrustfcu.com. River Trust Federal Credit Union, improving the financial success of our members.
Thank you for shopping at Mystery Savings.
All right, Austin Green has our Georgia Blue kickoff ready to go as the Pirates claw back to within a point at 15-14. That kick will sail to the 1.
Wow.
They're going to let him bring it out. He had 2 feet in the end zone, but it's coming back out. And he does not reach the 20, so that is a success.
Great job again on special teams by Malachi Porter on the herring return, not allowing him to get all the way to the 20-yard line. That last Pirate drive, Greg, we said it, we needed some momentum to get back in it. 7 plays, 75 yards. Finished off by a 1-yard Jerry Johnson touchdown plunge. The Austin Green extra point is good. And now we're back within 1, 15-14. And, Greg, we said it was going to be a basketball score, and it certainly looks like both offensives hitting their stride here, not even full 3 minutes into the second quarter.
you know, with these two talented offenses, that's to be expected, I guess, in an early season opening game where the offense is probably going to be ahead of the defense. And this time, Zy McDonald is ahead of nobody as he gets thrown back for a loss at the 15.
And I'm going to call that, Greg, for the first time, a meatball sandwich. Big Jeremy Jackson back there, nowhere as elusive as Zy McDonald, but much stronger, and great job by number 99 getting his hands on Zy McDonald and pulling him down for a 3-yard loss.
Good job, Jeremy. Second down and 13. Zy going to throw. That ball's complete. Oh, look at these moves that these guys make. What would have been a minimal game winds up being all the way out to the 37-yard line.
And you're going to see this here. This is Aiden Williams, who has the 64-yard touchdown reception. And look at this move that he puts on, wow, right there on Carpenter along with Mosley. Got both of those guys finally able to be pulled down by Shoto. And, folks, this guy is just a sophomore. Justin Hunter said it, 2 Division I talents at wide receiver. Aiden Williams only a sophomore. Richard Mays the other one, who is a senior.
McDonald will keep it. Coming here to the near side. I mean, the stop and start is just insane. Uh-oh. Not intentional. No flags, thank goodness.
Yeah, thank goodness. Keaton Boykin put a little pop on Zy McDonald, and he was out of bounds as Landon Moore finally able to push him out at about the 37-yard line. And, yeah, Keaton Boykin hit him late. Thank goodness the yellow Yankee stayed in the pocket.
I think it's second down and 1, but just the changing of gears, it's just incredible. Now what do? The whole playbook's open at second and short. They hit you with so many different wide receiver formations as well. Donald's going to throw it. He's going to try and loft it. And he's completed it inside the 20.
And guess who?
To the 17. That's
Aiden Williams. Aiden Williams. Remember that name. All the way from the 45-yard line all the way down to the 17-yard line of Pearl. And Aiden Williams beat our best corner, Marcus Mosley. And the Titans now in the red zone.
He's going to have the size of like an A.J. Brown in college.
Yeah, 2 more years in the weight room with the size he already has. He's going to be even more dangerous.
That's a run that the Pirates are ready for, and they stack it up. As our good friend Mr. Ray Rogers would always say, that was a whole host of Pirates in on that one.
Keaton Boykin in there along with 26, Jalen Nickelberry in the middle. Also in the game right now for the Pirates, 76, Tommy Johnson, the junior, in there playing defensive line, as it looks like Charles Stevens has checked out for the moment. Only 2 linebackers, Porter and Carpenter, 4 down linemen, the rest of them all in the secondary.
Donald's going to throw. He's going to try a fade to the corner. And that ball's caught. Did he get his foot in? He did. Touchdown, Titans.
And just about the time that I was going to say the other guy, Richard Mays, the senior, has been really quiet. He does that right there. From 17 yards out, a perfect fade ball to Richard Mays, and Colin Love cannot keep up with him, and Zy McDonald put it exactly where you have to, and it is now 21-14 Titans, and this has become, by all means, an offensive affair.
Oh, Ridgeland's going to try an extra point. That kick low. Boy, it doesn't matter how, it's just how many, and that's another point. Make it 22-14 now. But hang on, let's keep it here. We're going to have a flag on the play. Yes, we did have a flag. So we'll
I believe it may have been a little extracurricular activity, Greg.
Yeah, there was a punch thrown. I just don't know if they saw that or just saw each other.
Let's.
Roy, who was doing the swinging?
They were. I couldn't see the number, but it was a blue jersey that was swinging.
Jeremy Jackson, one of the last ones to get it. We'll see if you can see it here in the River Trust replay. Look at that. Yep, somebody. Yeah, that was number 55 if we need it, we can give it to them. 55 for Ridgeland. That is Leon Small, who is not small, pushes Jeremy Jackson, then ends up on top of him. We're going to get an unsportsmanlike conduct call against
Ridgeland.
Just Ridgeland.
So will they take this on the kickoff? Will they back the kickoff?
Yeah, I believe that's what should happen.
So the Pirates should get very good field position. No, you got to go back further than that, my friends. 15 yards.
Should be dropped all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, got to go 5 more. Keep going. There you go. All right, so the Pirates should get great field position because they've been pooch kicking it to keep it away from our deep returners who now aren't so deep, standing at their own 30. So the Pirates might get this ball around midfield if they pooch it.
And if you're looking for something to try to gain a little momentum back after you just got punched in the mouth, literally and physically, then you'll take the ball at around midfield if they do indeed pooch it again.
All right, our Georgia Blue kickoff. He thought he fair caught it, and yes, he did.
Yeah, I believe he did call for it. Roy, you're down there right on top of it. That was DJ Hudson yet again who dropped the last one, and now they're going to try to drop a flag to say illegal fair catch. Roy, did you see him wave his arm?
Not till after he caught the ball.
Not till after. I thought I saw him attempt to get a hand up. The ball was coming to him so quickly, I think he let's see if we can see it here from the River Trust.
Like he
threw it up. It looked like he threw it up real quick. I don't know if the guys in the truck can back it up just a little bit. Right as he comes into frame on the left side of your screen here on the replay. Watch him just barely sort of put an arm up as he was thinking about it. Maybe he was putting his arms up to catch it. I was trying to give Hudson the benefit of the doubt.
But then he still waved it right there like he was giving himself up. So.
But that's going to go as a legal fair catch call, and that will back it up, I believe, 5 yards.
Well, how is it illegal if they don't think he called it?
Because he threw his hand up after he caught the ball.
Yeah, after he caught the ball.
And so the other team stops. That's kind of, unfair, I guess you could say.
Well, if it's after the ball, that's their fault.
So, well, I agree.
All right, so 1st and 10 now for the Pirates at their own 41.
First Pirate penalty of the night.
Hand it to Jamari. He's just dragging Titans over midfield to the 49. That should be a Renaissance Bank first down.
Good job by the guys up front opening up holes, and I believe we're going to get a timeout right here, Greg, after that big Jamari Thompson run, and we'll get the hydration timeout. Well, I thought they were going to take it.
Good hold there by Colby Spence.
Wonder if they're going to see it. Yep, here it goes. 5:58 on the clock, and they will stop it. Official timeout, but they're going to signal this as a Ridgeland Titan timeout as head coach Sam Williams stepped up and called for it.
All right, we'll step aside. Pirates down 22-14 with 5:54 to play before halftime.
It starts out as one of those things you're going to do one of these days. A new town, a new adventure. When one day becomes today, we'll be there to help you write the next chapter in the book of you, with options to make your banking fit your life, no matter how much of an adventure your life may be. Trustmark. People you trust. Advice that works.
Leave it up to us at Ag Up with the MVP. The powerful John Deere 303080 is priced at a low $22,995 plus 0% financing for 72 months. That's zilch. Zip. 0% for 72 months. Plus, add attachments to get the job done and save 20% off 3. Now is the time to come in to get the job done with the MVP at Mississippi Arkansas Ag. Visit us at any of our 16 locations or online at agup.com.
There's a handoff coming out of the timeout as Shoto is going to cross the 45 to the 44.
And now we will take the hydration timeout, and so back-to-back plays. We'll get the extended break.
Well, let's keep it here. And the professor down there, Roy, this is turning into a prize fight, isn't it?
Yes, it is. We knew coming in that our weak point was especially our secondary on defense. All knew pretty much back there. And even though we do have a new line on offense, the talent at the skill positions is just unreal. So I'm not surprised that we're doing what we're doing on offense. And, of course, two D1 wide receivers on their side, plus the quarterback going D1. Kind of what I expected coming in. I'm just glad to see us getting our sea legs down and finally figuring out what to do and getting the nerves out. Tell you how nervous they were. Connor Foy this morning was so scared that he was going to mess up the first snap of the game. That's all we had to talk about in our class for about 20 minutes. So
That's because of the scrimmage last week. When
it was. Of course, his teacher probably didn't help matters every day.
All right, 2nd down and 5. Give it off to Shoto again. And give him a little sliver, and he's going to make you pay to the 31. Renaissance Bank moving those chains again.
The running game gaining momentum as Shoto running behind Big Leo McIntyre, the converted tight end to tackle, and that hole was big.
They're going to go quick, and now Jamari. True thunder and lightning here as we have Jamari bring the thunder. He's going to get it to the 25.
Justin Hunter, Jonathan Worrell, and that offense have found some momentum, and they like what they're seeing over there on that left side, running behind Big Leo McIntyre, along with Alexander and Arant in there at the halfback position. And I say continue to feed it.
Colby Spence there at the guard. There goes Jamari, this time on the right side. He wants to help out those Hogs, too.
And guys, how about this score? The Clinton Arrows that we saw last week, and I will note, beat 14-0 in our scrimmage. They lead the Brandon Bulldogs 27-7 with 9 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Arrows up over Brandon 27-7, and it was 27-0 before the Brandon finally scored their first touchdown.
I hate that for the East Rankin Puppies.
No, you don't.
There goes Jamari, left side. This time Ridgeland's there. Oh, but he bounces off. Still alive down the sideline and steps out at the 5. Bring the thunder, big boy.
You will not arm tackle Jamari Thompson, and he proves it right there. All 240 pounds, runs right through the arm tackle of number 13, Richard Mays, who normally plays wide receiver, caught the last touchdown for Ridgeland, and Jamari rumbles all the way inside the 10. 4:06 remaining, and looks like we're going to get a timeout by Ridgeland. They don't like what Pearl's doing to them right now.
We'll go side by side so you don't miss a play. Pirates on the move.
Think of the Pearl Pirates and one word comes to mind: pride. The pride they take in their efforts, the pride our community feels in their achievement. We're all Pirate boosters, and that's especially true at Bank of Yazoo. Proud not only to be a partner in education with Pearl High School, but also to serve the Pearl community with great financial options. So when you're ready to boost your spirits, come feel the pride with the Pirates. And when you're ready to boost your bottom line, come down to Bank of Yazoo. Bank of Yazoo, proud to be your booster for life. Member FDIC.
Hey, it's a beautiful day in Georgia blue. It's like a home-cooked meal. How mama makes you feel, that's what we do. Oh yeah. The time is now to make memories with all your friends. We'll be living for you, so y'all come on in. This family around here, it's Georgia blue.
All right, 1st and goal to go. Going with the heavy set on the left side. That's where Jamari's going, but this time he's wrestled to the ground for a loss. Back to the 10.
Keldron Williams, the sophomore defensive back, clearly outsized there, but a great job staying around the lower half of Jamari Thompson, wraps him up, pulls him down, and we're going to have another official timeout.
They have a guy down with cramps,
okay.
number 9.
And it is, Roy, that is a thing. It's still humid. It's not as hot, and it is breezy, but it is humid, isn't it?
It is. It's really humid. If you're under all those pads and that helmet, it's going to be a whole lot worse than I am right now.
Number
I
9,
can
that's
feel the wind, and they don't.
Yeah, number 9, that's Jaden Slater, the guy who was down with cramps. 73, Connor Ford, he had his helmet knocked off that time.
You know, that's the other thing you worry about is conditioning, because they got started late with camp because of COVID, and, you know, they didn't get in pads until real late. And so that's got to be a concern, doesn't it, for you, especially, you know, being a coach, Roy?
Oh, yeah. Even, you know, with my volleyball girls, we're suffering cramps in the gym and all. It's just something we have to deal with in this year.
All right, so 2nd and goal from the 10. Shade will give it to Jamari. Up the middle, inside the 5.
Keep going, keep going.
And they finally get enough reinforcements there, but it took half the defense to get him to the ground inside the 5.
And there you see the sheer power of Jamari Thompson carrying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good gracious, there were 7 guys there before he was finally able to be bring down. But you know Jamari's not coming out. He's not looking to the sidelines because he wants this touchdown. He's yet to get one so far in this game. And we'll go 3rd and goal from the 3.
Jamari going left. I think he was a little tired there because they held him up. So now it's decision time.
Another
4th and goal from the 2.
Yeah, another big tackle by Keldron Williams, number 19, along with number 56, Zion Nason, I believe, who was in there, and Justin Hunter's going to think about it.
Well, I mean, you got timeouts to spare. We're approaching halftime with 2:30 to play. Take a little extra time to think about it. Roy, what do you think? They're going to go for it?
I think he is. He was talking to Jay Bird. So they're telling him something. I really believe we're fixing to go for this. With just 2 minutes left, 2.5 left before half, why not?
You know, they've been using a lot of Jaybird in the super secret squirrel portion of practice at quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, they have so many plays with him to just help him out.
And we've yet to see him run the ball. I believe on perhaps the last 2 drives, it's been all Shoto and Jamari Thompson. This may be a moment where you run a little wildcat, perhaps put Johnson in the backfield along with maybe either Shoto or Thompson. We'll see what Justin Hunter, a former offensive coordinator, now as the head coach, we'll see what he draws up and wants here. Looks like he's leading the huddle down there.
Oh, he is. He and Coach Johnson are up in there. They're really motivating these kids to come out and really punch this one in.
And Shade will be on the sideline, so we imagine this is going to be the Wild Pirate.
Here comes Jaybird.
He will be back there with Thompson, perhaps as a blocker.
Ridgeland knows Jaybird's going to keep it. Look at him. Here goes Jaybird. He's going to try and get to the corner. Spins inside.
Didn't get it.
He's just short.
Didn't get it.
He nearly had to beat the whole Ridgeland defense. He cut inside, and watch this play.
Thompson did everything he could to try to open up a hole. You also see Javian Alexander trying to open up the hole, and the Ridgeland Titan defender just got lower than Jaybird could, and literally at the half-yard line, he pulls him down.
It was that last hit by number 4.
Yeah, that's Chandler Williams, the senior defensive back who hit Jaybird, and Zy McDonald's going to have 99.5 yards to go. But I like the call from Justin Hunter.
Sure.
Like the call. 2.5 minutes to go before halftime. You're only down by 8. You're trying to make a statement, and you put the ball in the hands of your best player. They just made a big stop.
It's kind of like tennis. You want to stay on serve. McDonald scrambling back of the end zone. He's going to heave it deep, and he connects.
No. Oh, no.
This is going to be a 99.5-yard touchdown.
And that is the last thing that you wanted to happen. Richard Mays again, the senior, and he just outran Colin Love, who is getting broken in there in the secondary, and that one hurt.
You see that breakaway speed, though, that May had.
One-on-one coverage.
I mean, it's good. He made a one-handed catch. It was good coverage, and then look, I mean, May just absolutely runs away from Love.
See if guys, not that it's enjoyable to watch, but see if we can back that up again maybe before or after the kick to see that catch by Mays. As there was a little hand fighting going on back and forth between Love and Mays. not that I think should have drawn a flag. That was just a great pitch and catch, and then he showed the speed, and it's now 28-14 Ridgeland.
Oh, bad snap back, and this one's going to be no good.
Here's the River Trust replay as you watch Zy McDonald throw it from the end zone. Watch this. Colin Love.
One-handed.
Yeah, he sure did, Greg. Colin Love was holding his left arm, and watch Richard Mays just reach out while he's on the run and pull this in with the right hand right
I mean, that's there. Just incredible.
That's unbelievable. Colin Love's doing everything that he could, and then Richard Mays, it was just a foot race, and Mays was faster. And, Greg, I believe that's the first 99-yard touchdown I have witnessed in high school football.
Just great athleticism by both McDonald and by May. You know, sometimes you just got to tip your cap. Love had great coverage. Guy's going to make a one-handed grab. But the precision of McDonald to throw that ball 45 yards in the air from the back of the end zone. So that's a 55-yard throw.
And a 14-point flip if we back that up to what I still think is a great call by Justin Hunter. Going for it on 4th and 2. Pirates unable to punch it in and tie the game. And literally on the very next play from the half-yard line, Zy McDonald tosses a 99-yard touchdown. And just like that, it flips 14 points. Could have been 21-21. Now it's 28-14 with 2:14 remaining before halftime.
All right, the positive. 2:14 left. Plenty of time for this offense to get down the field and score. We get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
So we could easily erase that 14-point deficit quickly.
Absolutely.
Let's just get it done. Now let's see if Ridgeland wants to kick this Georgia Blue kickoff deep.
Looks like we've made a change at the up back where Hudson Wise and has had a couple of snafus. Cody Arms going to be in there now at that up back position. Number 18. We'll see if they kick it short to him.
Put the good hands man in there. And
nope. That will be number 11, Austin Arant, the senior.
And we're going to start at the 33.
They were offsides.
I'd make them kick that again for sure. Or do you get just 5 yards? Can they give us just add 5 yards?
I believe you may have the option.
I'll be just fine with 5 more yards here. Are they going to have him kick it again? They're going to have him kick it again. So, yes, the Pirates will have them kick it again.
So Cody Arms along with Austin Knight, the two guys in front of Shoto. And Greg, interesting note, Jerry Johnson is not in there back deep. It's Alex Spires and Jaquavian Shoto. It's been Shoto and Johnson all night so far, back on punts and kickoffs. Roy, I assume that Jay Bird is okay after he got popped at the goal line a while ago.
Yeah, he's fine. I really don't know why he's not out there unless they just want to give him a little break.
So remember, we had the ball at the 33. So let's see if we gain any field possession.
No, keep it going,
position
baby.
on
Keep
this.
it going.
Certainly taking their time. This half now taking an hour and 6 minutes, which in high school terms is a long time.
Yep.
And we've still got 2:14 to play before the break. So we'll get another Georgia Blue kickoff.
Shoto and Arms have now switched positions, and Shoto has now stepped up to be the closer up back. And he's going to get a chance.
And
nope.
Oh, it's going to check up, and the Pirates have to jump on top of it.
Wow, Cody Arms, great heads-up play as it dropped in no man's land, and Shoto was coming up to get it, but it had a backspin on it that made it spin back towards midfield, and Austin Knight tried to dive on it. Look at it here on the River Trust replay. Watch this backspin, just like Greg Flynn's pitching wedge, and Cody Arms in there alertly picks it up, and Greg, looks like we netted, what, 3 yards?
Yeah, we got 3 extra. We'll start at the 36. 2:10. Shade has to work with. He's flush from the pocket. And Shade will go down for a gain of 1, but more importantly, that clock keeps moving, so we got to hurry.
believe the Ridgeland faithful was hollering, asking for a holding penalty, but Shade able basically to get back to the line of scrimmage and is going to try to go quick with now a minute 45 on the clock.
4 wide, 3 to the top. Now Jamari comes out of the backfield. Shade looking, quick throw out to Jamari. He's got it. He's over the 45. And that'll be a first down, so the clock should stop. And it will. If you would stop the clock.
They've yet, there he goes, signaling for the clock to stop, and it's yet to stop, Greg, yet to stop. There it is, finally at a minute 21.
But they let 5 extra seconds run off. Now Shade thrown back over the middle. That ball will be incomplete to stop the clock.
That time it's intended for Alex Spires, about 20 yards down the field, just kind of ran a turnaround route, and Shade put it about 3 yards too short.
It's actually all right, because now we get a chance to regroup.
Yeah, catch our breath for a second.
So second down and 10 from the 47.
Ridgeland with only 3 down linemen, and the rest of the 8 defenders all drop back in coverage.
Shade gonna throw deep over the middle. That
Intercepted by Aiden Williams.
Intercepted by the talented wide receiver playing defensive back. Lord, now you're going to give McDonald a minute 3 left to work to put more points on the board.
Mercy. You'll see it here on the replay. Looked like Shade forced that one just a little bit. He was trying to get Alex Spires, and Aiden Williams, man. We thought, he didn't get everything on it, and that guy is incredibly talented, only a sophomore. And watch Leo McIntyre, boom, a little extra force on that one, some frustration. And Greg, you said it's 63 seconds still remaining for Zy McDonald. He's got at least 1 timeout left. We're going to get a timeout, I believe, by Pearl this time.
And Pearl will take it. We'll go side by side. Minute 3 to play. Pirates down by 14 before half.
Hello, I'm State Representative Gene Newman, here to share a message to our young people and parents. There are many pathways to success. For some, it's 4-year college, which is great if you have a chosen profession. But there are so many other opportunities to grow and succeed here in Mississippi. Our community colleges, VOTEC, trade schools, apprenticeship programs, and on-the-job training are all top-notch. Believe it or not, there are more than 7 million good jobs available across the country, and most don't require a 4-year degree. I encourage parents to support their kids that have a love for skilled trades like construction, air conditioning repair, auto technicians, electricians, and so many others. We need a diverse workforce that can thrive even in tough times like pandemics. And remember, no matter what, every day is a great day to be a Pirate.
McDonald pump fakes. Now he's going to be taken down by Charles in charge, Mr. Stevens.
Good job by the secondary holding their coverage there on this incredibly elusive wide receiver squad. Clock continues to tick now, under 45 seconds remaining before halftime. Titans some 59 yards away from pay dirt.
Gonna throw a little receiver screen, and that's not going to go anywhere. You know, they don't have a kicking game to speak of, so field goal is not an option.
Great job by Jalen Nickelberry coming over from his linebacker position. Actually looks like he's playing defensive end, I apologize. And makes a big tackle there on Richard Mays, who has back-to-back touchdowns, including that 99-yard reception. It looks like Ridgeland's just going to let it play out, perhaps one more play. 5 seconds left. Got one more.
Yeah, they're going to run an inside draw, see how many yards they can get. That's just a stat patter as that goes to the 45 of the Pirates, but that will do it for the first half. Pirates will get the ball to receive in the second half, but down 28-14. Roy, you think they can get the morale back up there in the locker room?
I think so. That last stand right there kind of got them pumped up. You could see it in their faces. Jalen made 2 really good plays then. He, on the tackle by Charles, Jalen actually forced it inside so Charles can come around the other end and make that play. But yeah, I think they're going to come out pumped up, ready to go, and we're going to see another exciting half of Pearl Pirate football.
Roy, I see that there's an injured Titan there about the 40-yard line. I believe that's a lineman. A few different coaches out there. I don't know if you can get a number on who that is.
It looked like 53. Does that sound right?
53 would be DeAndre Williams.
Yeah. It is 53.
It is 53.
Yeah, he and 50 ran into each other, and unfortunately 50 got up and 53 didn't.
I certainly hope that young man is all right. You hate to see anything serious in the first game of the season, but they'll get him taken care of, and we hope to see him return. We will step aside for a little bit. Halftime here at Ridgeland. Your score, the Titans 28, the Pirates 14. You're watching Pirate Football on PMB Sports.
Leave it up to us at Ag Up with the MVP. The powerful John Deere 303080 is priced at a low $22,995 plus 0% financing for 72 months. That's zilch. Zip. 0% for 72 months. Plus, add attachments to get the job done and save 20% off 3. Now is the time to come in to get the job done with the MVP at Mississippi Arkansas Ag. Visit us at any of our 16 locations or online at agup.com. Leave it up to us at Ag Up with the MVP. The powerful John Deere 303080 is priced at a low $22,995 plus 0% financing for 72 months. That's zilch. Zip. 0% for 72 months. Plus, add attachments to get the job done and save 20% off 3. Now is the time to come in to get the job done with the MVP at Mississippi Arkansas Ag. Visit us at any of our 16 locations or online at agup.com.
Think of the Pearl Pirates and one word comes to mind: pride. The pride they take in their efforts, the pride our community feels in their achievement. We're all Pirate boosters, and that's especially true at Bank of Yazoo. Proud not only to be a partner in education with Pearl High School, but also to serve the Pearl community with great financial options. So when you're ready to boost your spirits, come feel the pride with the Pirates. And when you're ready to boost your bottom line, come down to Bank of Yazoo. Bank of Yazoo, proud to be your booster for life. Member FDIC.
Hey, it's a beautiful day in Georgia blue. It's like a home-cooked meal. How mama makes you feel, that's what we do. Oh yeah. The time is now to make memories with all your friends. We'll be looking for you, so y'all come on in. This family around here, it's Georgia blue.
Hello, I'm State Representative Gene Newman, here to share a message to our young people and parents. There are many pathways to success. For some, it's four-year college, which is great if you have a chosen profession. But there are so many other opportunities to grow and succeed here in Mississippi. Our community colleges, VOTEC, trade schools, apprenticeship programs, and on-the-job training are all top-notch. Believe it or not, there are more than 7 million good jobs available across the country, and most don't require a four-year degree. I encourage parents to support their kids that have a love for skilled trades like construction, air conditioning repair, auto technicians, electricians, and so many others. We need a diverse workforce that can thrive even in tough times like pandemics. And remember, no matter what, every day is a great day to be a pirate.
When you're ready to make a move in pirate country, contact Penny Pitts with Havard Real Estate Group in Pearl. Penny is a multi-million-dollar producer and loves to help her clients find the home of their dreams. If you are a first-time home buyer or ready to upsize or downsize, she is the agent for you. Penny is a Pearl High School graduate and an avid supporter of pirate athletics. Make your move with the home team. That's Penny Pitts, Havard Real Estate Group.
When pirates need a feast, they sail to Mugshot's Grill and Bar. Voted best burger in Mississippi for 13 years in a row, Mugshot's proudly serves fresh, never frozen certified Angus beef. X marks the spot at 2 locations on the map, in Pearl and Riverwind Drive in the movie theater parking lot, and in Flowood on the corner of Airport Road and Lakeland Drive. You can dine in, take out, or order online and pick up curbside. Check out mugshotsgrillandbar.com. The Pearl Pool is a proud sponsor of Pirate football. Located in the heart of the city, 3500 Dawn Drive, the Pearl Pool offers everyone a safe, convenient place to swim and host parties. Affordable memberships are available, and walk-ups are always welcome. It's also a great place for Pirates to take swimming lessons before they hit the high seas. And when the temperature heats up, make plans to cool off at the Pearl Pool.
High school, we're live from the top of the press box as the Titans lead your Pearl Pirates 28-14 after an explosion of points. Pirates went up 7-0. The Titans responded to make it 8-7, and it's been back and forth until the last couple of minutes where the Titans have put up a 99-yard touchdown, and they lead 28-14 at half. Here on the Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance halftime show. Tonight, the first night of big public school action, MHSAA action happening around the state. So I want to bring you updates on some scores of things, many of these games at the half as we are here. So bring you some scores happening from around the state. The Oxford Chargers lead Grenada right now at the half 30-14. Oak Grove, some Region 3 6A scores. Oak Grove 28, Gulfport 10. Hattiesburg leads Laurel in that South Mississippi battle, 14-0 Tigers on top of Laurel. Germantown, another Madison County school, leads Canton 31-6. Petal, the Panthers, who we'll see a little bit later in the 2021 season, lead Brookhaven tonight 28-14 at halftime. The Battle of Warren County is all Warren Central right now with the big score of 3-0 at halftime. No offense showing up yet, but Warren Central, the Vikings, lead the Gators 3-0. The big battle in MAIS football tonight, private school action, JA leads MRA. That one happening at JA tonight. JA up 10-6 over the Patriots. Raiders over Patriots. Clinton tonight at half. The Arrows lead the Brandon Bulldogs at Brandon 30-7. Arrows over the Bulldogs 30-7. Both of those teams rebuilding. We saw the Arrows last week in the Jamboree at Pearl. And tonight they have a sizable lead on Brandon and Tyler Peterson at the half. George County, another school from our region, leads Pascagoula 14-8 right now. George County 14, Pascagoula 8. Picayune leads the Meridian Wildcats tonight 16-6 at half. Picayune 16, Meridian 6. Northwest Rankin and Madison Central battling it out as well. Another low-scoring affair. Cougars lead the Jaguars 7-3 at halftime. Northwest Rankin 7, Madison Central 3. And another Rankin County score that some people may be tuned into. Pisgah 27, St. Andrews 14. Pisgah 27, St. Andrews 14. Again, your score here, Ridgeland Titans 28, Pearl Pirates 14, here on the Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance halftime show. We'll let you hear from some more of our sponsors who make tonight's broadcast possible for all of you watching at home tonight. And we'll come back with some more stats and recap of the first half as we have about 11 minutes remaining here in our halftime show.
At Raising Cane's, we are committed to safely serving you and your family the best tasting and highest quality chicken finger meals. This is very personal to me. I know how important it is to have a trusted, safe, and clean place to feed you and your loved ones. We will always go above and beyond all CDC guidelines, local government requirements, and industry standards. This is our promise to you. Cane's is open and we're here to serve you our hot, fresh chicken finger meals and drinks through drive-thru. Go to RaisingCanes.com for details or call your local Cane's. Thank you for your continued trust in us. One love.
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
From loans and mobile banking to CDs and checking accounts, River Trust Federal Credit Union has you covered. That's why you owe it to yourself to take advantage of the tremendous opportunity to open a savings and checking account at River Trust Federal Credit Union. River Trust offers lower interest rates on loans and higher interest rates on savings. We can get you started on the road to financial well-being. Let us help you take charge of your financial future today. Log on to our website at rivertrustfcu.com. River Trust Federal Credit Union, improving the financial success of our members.
Thank you for shopping at Mystery Savings Supermarket, where you never know what kind of deal you're gonna get. Welcome to Mystery Savings Supermarket. That'll be $9.
But she...
Welcome to Mystery Savings Supermarket, where you never know what kind of deal you're gonna get.
You wouldn't put up with this at a supermarket. Don't put up with it when you buy a car.
So come to Rogers Dab Chevrolet.
It's easier here.
Public service has always had a very special place in my heart, and to be able to do it, be a first responder as a reserve, when you're not getting paid, that's just one of the most selfless acts you can do. I think we all have a responsibility to our towns and our communities.
Well, for me, it's simple. I mean, when you say local, that's what's most important to me. Our citizens inside this county, we all care for each other, and we do everything we can to help everybody out. I am Shane Fletcher with Farm Bureau, and we are the home team.
Come smile with Sky. Sky Family Dental of Pearl provides complete dental care for the entire family. Oral exams, cleanings, dentures, implants. Most insurance is accepted and financing is available. Call now to schedule your appointment. Come smile with Sky. Come smile with Sky. Sky Family Dental of Pearl provides complete dental care for the entire family. Oral exams, cleanings, dentures, implants. Most insurance is accepted and financing is available. Call now to schedule your appointment. Come smile with Sky.
The Exchange is a church that is for Pearl. The Exchange exists to make the love of God visible and tangible to our city. Whether it's gifts and prayers for our teachers and students, acts of service for those in need, family-friendly activities for our city, Thanksgiving meals for families, encouragement for the next generation, or hope when people need it most. The Exchange is for Pearl, and the Exchange is here for you. Find a place to belong, grow, and serve by visiting us online at theexchange.cc.
It starts out as one of those things you're going to do one of these days. A new town, a new adventure. When one day becomes today, we'll be there to help you write the next chapter in the book of you, with options to make your banking fit your life, no matter how much of an adventure your life may be. Trustmark, people you trust, advice that works.
All right, welcome back in here to Ridgeland High School as we get closer to starting the second half. We were looking over the stats at halftime, and Bryant's got those for you. And if you enjoy playing video games, and you've enjoyed playing the Madden video game over the years, you're going to really appreciate the numbers that Ridgeland put up in that half. Bryant?
Yeah, again, this is only through the first two quarters of the 2021 campaign. Rushing yards, somewhat balanced. Pirates actually edging them out. Ridgeland 151 yards on the ground, 172 for the Pirates. Titans 211 yards through the air, only 42 for Pearl. 358 total yards of offense for Ridgeland, and again, 99 of those came on the Zy McDonald to Richard Mays connection. 358 yards of total offense for Ridgeland, 214 for Pearl. Titans with 2 penalties for 25 yards. Pirates yet to pick up a penalty. Each team has punted one time for 38 yards for Ridgeland, 37 yards for the Pirates. We'll take a look at some of the individual numbers. Statistically, rushing for Ridgeland, Zy McDonald, we told you he could do it on the ground and through the air. He's got 9 rushes for 60 yards and a touchdown. Aiden Williams, 2 rushes, 64 yards and a touchdown. Donovan Ball, 6 carries for 18. Richard Mays, 1 carry for 9 yards. Rushing-wise for your Pirates, Jerry Johnson, 3 carries for 34 yards. Shade Foster, 1 for -6. Jamari Thompson has 124 yards so far on the ground. only through 2 quarters. Thompson has had the hot hand. Jaquavian Shoto 3 carries for 20 yards. The quarterbacks where it will begin and end tonight, Zy McDonald, after having a rough start, has picked up the pace. 9 completions on only 13 attempts, 211 yards, and 2 touchdowns to no interceptions. Shade Foster, 4 completions on 12 attempts. He has 1 touchdown, and he does have the 1 interception there towards the end of the first half. Finally, receiving-wise, a talented group from the Ridgeland Titans tonight, and we've seen it on full display. Aiden Williams, the sophomore, 3 receptions, 73 yards, and a touchdown. Donovan Ball, 3 receptions, 15 yards. Richard Mays, 3 receptions, 123 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Receiving-wise for the Pirates, Jerry Johnson, 3 catches for 32 yards and a touchdown. Jamari Thompson, 1 catch for 10 yards out of the backfield. And that is the end of the individual numbers. And Greg, it was a great start on the first couple of drives for the Pirates. And since then, it's been a whole lot of Ridgeland.
Let me make you feel better about the stats, okay? So McDonald is thrown for 211, correct?
211.
So he's thrown for 211. 2 passes were 164.
That's right.
So you take out the 2, and those were just 2 single plays. So our defense has played pretty well except for 2 bombs, okay? Now he's averaged 82 yards on those 2 plays, but so you take out 164 out of his 211, and he's about 50 yards passing. So if there's something positive I can take away from that is that if we don't give up the big play, we can contain this guy.
And I wonder if that will be what Justin Hunter will say coming out of the locker room. We'll see if Roy Harper gets a chance to grab a word with Justin Hunter. But you're right, 164 yards on just 2 plays from Zy McDonald. And looks like the Pirates are making their way onto the field over on the far side. 64-yard touchdown, pitch and catch to Aiden Williams, and then a 99-yard.
See, now I'm going to count that almost
pass.
as 100 because, remember, they put the ball at the half-yard line, so it was like 99 and a half.
And he was 8 yards deep in the end zone when he let it go. Again, that was kind of the turning point of the first half. The Pirates decided to go for it on 4th and goal from the 2, and Jerry Johnson was stuffed at the goal line. And on the very next play, Zy McDonald throws it 99 yards to Richard Mays, who makes a one-handed catch about 40 yards down the field, outruns Colin Love, and it was a 14-point switch over 2 plays, and it is now 28-14 Titans over your Pearl Pirates.
So again, I think that if we just keep doing what we're doing, looks like the professor has caught up with Coach Hunter down there on the 30-yard line, so we will go on over to Roy and see what Justin Hunter has got.
Hey, Coach, pretty exciting first half for a little while, little hiccups, but to me it just seemed like maybe this far off.
Mike's not on.
They just went up and made a play, man. Great football players. You know, we had a couple of them got down there and had a bad snap, had to settle for a field goal, missed the field goal, and then we get down here and, you know, we just couldn't get it done, you know, and as a lot of you can say, well, we should have did this, we should have did that, but we can't really look at the past. One of our mottos is so what, now what, so we're going to move on, and really excited to be getting the ball back ready to start this half. We're going to come out and try to put a drive together and get back in this game.
All right, well, that 4th down play I thought was an excellent call. It just didn't work out in our way. So what were your thoughts behind that?
Well, we had them overloaded. We shifted the tight. We already had them overloaded to the weak side. They overloaded the string side. We moved the tight end over, and they still didn't bump. And we had numbers. We had our linebacker run through. We cut up front, and he missed the cut, and a guy came through a gap and just got back there and made a great play, you know. It's one of the things, you know, if we had to call again, probably call the same thing, to be honest with you.
Oh,
just the way they're lined up, you know.
Right.
It's one of them that looks really, really, really good, and then they made a play, and you're like, oh, man, you know. So,
well,
but the kids are excited. They have great attitudes. Like I said, we're going to come out here fighting, and we ain't quitting to the final horn blows, and we're going to try to go down here and score and get this a one-score game.
All right, well, good luck in the second half,
Thank
Coach.
you. Thank y'all so much.
All right, guys, y'all heard it from Coach himself. Kids are excited, ready to go. Look forward to scoring some points this half.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Professor. Good job.
All right, you're welcome.
So again, now let's look at the bad side of the numbers. So McDonald is on pace to throw for 422, right? And it's a 5A. You know, I don't put a whole lot of stock in classifications when you have a team that's talented, but it's a 5A quarterback putting up 200 yards on a 6A defense.
a 5A Division I quarterback. How about that?
Okay.
He is a Louisiana Lafayette commit, and we knew that he was going to be difficult to wrangle in. We found that out last year when he was only a junior at Pearl when they came in and put up a ton of points. But if you're Sam Williams, the brand new coach here at Ridgeland, you got to like the hand that you've been given. And Zy McDonald, and then the incredibly talented receiver squad, Aiden Williams, Richard Mays, the two big difference makers so far.
Well, I feel good. It's football. Our guys have played pretty darn good. Again, I'm just impressed on the 99-yard touchdown, that the one-handed grab. I mean, what are you supposed to do with that? Poor Colin Love was he was right there. He's all over him.
It was man-to-man coverage. Colin was running stride for stride with him. He just he made a better play, and that's what ball players do. And we will get the opening kickoff here. Looks like Jerry Johnson will drop back with Jaquavian Shoto. Again, Ridgeland been kicking it short, and looks like Shoto will slide and switch positions with Cody Arms. Austin Knight will be the fourth man back, kind of back in that short zone. And Greg, I don't know if are they kicking it short, you think, to try to keep it away from our skill guys, or are they kicking it short because they can't kick it long? We've seen their kickers tonight.
I would say
or 50-50.
Yes.
you would say yes.
Yes.
What a politically correct answer.
Yes, because their kicking game is just not good. And, you know, for all they do well, their kicking game is just not good. So maybe I don't think they can kick it that deep. But it's working out for them because they're keeping it away from our guys. Now, let's see if, you know, they strategically place Shoto here at the 25-yard line. So let's see if we can get some space for him. I'd like to thank Shane Fletcher, Farm Bureau Insurance, for sponsoring our halftime show this year. All of these great sponsors are making it possible for you to watch these games for free on 7 different platforms and also on the radio. It is our commitment at the City of Pearl and the Pearl Public School District that we can bring you these games live and for free in as many ways possible, because we are so limited in the number of people that can attend the games. So we hope you're able to enjoy it, and let's enjoy it just a little bit more as they switch sides and we get the ball first to start this half.
So just to warm up our specialists, we're going to flip them 80 yards. We'll see. I hear from our director, our Phyllis director, Frank Hutton. Look at that. There's the inside of PMB Central. Frank Hutton there at the board, punching the bright buttons, bringing you all of our different shots. You see Josh Manning in there as well.
There's Josh Hamby in the back, and then where's Matt Stevens, our ace statistician that has.
There's his hand waving high in the air.
Matthew, that's been busy. His hands are gnawed off from putting in pass completions from McDonald. Great job down there by everybody as we kick off this 2020 season. We're eventually going to get this thing going. A referee. You notice the referee started out the game with a black hat?
Did he? I didn't notice.
He now has a white hat.
Well, typically that's what the lead umpire should have, is a white hat, I believe, to distinguish him.
Oh,
right?
yeah. But now I can find him. Okay. I hope Coach Terrence Robinson is okay. He's the defensive backs coach, and he said he was up all week watching film on this guy, getting nervous, and I don't think he's calmed down after that first half. But luckily he doesn't get the ball to start. We do. And let's put our own numbers on the board. Here's that little short pooch kick, even shorter. Hey, Shoto's going to get it. And we're going to have really good field position out at the 41-yard line, so that worked out well.
Finally one that bounced towards us rather than had the backspin on it. Jaquavian Shoto able to come up and field that, and looks like we'll start at about our own 41-yard line, and we'll see what Justin Hunter will do. Who will he put in the backfield? We've seen Shoto, Jamari Thompson, and Jerry Johnson all in the backfield at different moments. And it looks like at this time it will be Jamari Thompson, who already has 120 yards on the ground. He's had the hot hand rushing.
We're going to get whistles before that play.
No, 56, right before the snap, decided he was cramping and fell down on the ground.
Oh, well, that's one way to do it. Obviously, he didn't hydrate at halftime, as the first play, you can see him there kind of camped out.
56 is Zion Nason, the senior lineman, and
you got to come out now, young man.
That's a pretty good trot off if you just had a cramp hit you that bad.
Oh, it was obvious. I mean, I'm blind, but I could see that.
All right, so.
Wow.
So it is a timeout.
Yeah, Pearl will huddle up, and doesn't look like the umpire's going to try to break it up.
Be a quick little timeout. Pearl's coming out, ready. Looks like here coming in the near side will be Spires and Jay Bird. Ridgeland going with 5 on the line of scrimmage. Yeah, they got 5 men up. Look at that. They're one-on-one on the outside, and a lot of respect for Jay Bird. They're going to run it. Jamari's into the second level to the 49-yard line.
Great job by the right side of that line, opening up a huge hole as we were running behind number 55, Reed Grantham, and 15, Javion Alexander in there at tight end. Jamari Thompson with a 9-yard run.
So second down and 1. Now we're going to throw. Get it to Jay Bird. And he'll have a Renaissance Bank first down. And they will mark him at the 46. So into Ridgeland territory.
Nothing fancy, just about a 6-yard out route. Shade put it on the money. Jay Bird pulls it in. First down, now in Ridgeland territory.
Hand it off to Jamari, left side. Puts his head down, driving forward. Going to be very close to another first down. Looks like at the 36 and a half. They're going to mark him just short.
That time we run Jay Bird in motion, where we've run the little flip pass to him a few times, and that just kind of a decoy to set up the handoff right up the gut for Jamari.
And Shea just gets laid out, sacked back at the 45.
That time, number 18, James Woody, only a sophomore, and Shade never saw him.
Nobody blocked him.
And nobody blocked him. I'm not sure if that was Jamari's man as he stepped up on the play fake, but that one hurt as we had 2nd and 1, and now we're staring at a 3rd and 8, trying to gain back some momentum and cut into this 28-14 deficit.
So a Pearl Pool, 3rd down. Shade steps up, eludes the pressure, still up. Now he's going to go down. And he'll be sacked back at the 48-yard line. So we went the wrong way there with that possession. It looked promising, but 2 sacks back to back.
Great pressure that time by Creighton King, who got there first, and then it was cleaned up by number 19, Keldron Williams. And after a very promising start to that drive, the Pirates take back-to-back negative plays, and Shade Foster now going to be forced to drop back and punt. Is that Shade, or
no,
is that?
That's not Shade. Is that Austin?
That's Austin Green going to be in there now to punt after Shade's helmet was knocked off on the previous play.
Well, you get sacked twice, you need to rest. That's a pretty good punt right there. Nice hang time. He's going to bounce and take a tight and roll back to the 24-yard line.
Only going to net about 25 yards as Austin was trying to drop him inside the 20.
Well, he got the backspin on it right, but just didn't kick it far enough.
And now we'll see what Coach Wilbanks and the defense is drawn up at halftime to try to slow down this incredible offensive attack from the Ridgeland Titans.
Again, 2 big plays. If you can just keep it in front of you. That was the mantra during the week, was keep it in front of you.
And it looks like Mosley will be the man in coverage on Aiden Williams.
Another different formation we're seeing. There's McDonald looking left. Nobody there. Now he's going to throw. Man, he just dropped that thing in. perfectly.
You called it, Greg. What an incredible pass. Let's see if we can see it here on the River Trust replay. Aiden Williams ran down. He was in double coverage. He shoved off Jaquavian Shoto, and watch, great shot there by camera crew. Watch this, right on the numbers. He had to put it in between another Titan receiver and right over the defensive back, and wow.
Great touch.
Great touch, great catch by Aiden Williams, and Titans already in one play, already in Pirate territory.
So a first down at the Pirate 48. McDonald hands the ball off. Jalen Nickelberry hanging on for a ride. It's going to be a pickup of 5.
17, Donovan Ball, the guy carrying that one. Looks like 53, Deonde Williams, who we did not think we would see again. He was injured on the last play of the half, was back in, but
yeah, they braced him up and sent him back out there, but I think he's
yeah, he may be done now, as he's hurting pretty good coming off over here to the near sidelines.
Second down and 5. McDonald, pump fake. Now he'll throw deep. This time just a little too far. Shoto in on the coverage over there.
Richard Mays, the intended receiver, and as you said, Greg, he was trailed by Jaquavian Shoto, along with number 25, Justice Moore. And great ball from Zy McDonald. He overthrew him just a little bit, but he put it where only his guy could get it outside the numbers. That's not an easy throw to make, and that's why he's got a Division I offer.
But that's why it helps to have somebody like Shoto playing linebacker, because they can stay with receivers. So Pearl Pool, third down and 5. McDonald going to keep it himself. Near side, tippy toes. And he will be short. They'll mark him at the 40, just inside the 40.
Good pursuit by Malachi Porter and Landon Moore here on the near side, as I was trying to wait and pick up a block or two, but
fourth down and 2. And Ridgeland with indecisiveness. They've got everybody called over here on the sideline.
Play clock is down to 15 seconds. Now at 10. We'll take a delay of game.
They got the punter coming out, and I think that's probably
they're going to take it.
Smart. Now, their punting game is the one thing that was impressive pregame.
Oh. Looked like they're trying to get a shift on to try to draw the Pirates off sides, which would have given them the first down. Great job by the Pirates special teams not biting on that, and it will be a delay of game.
But pregame, we were impressed. Their punter can boom it. Place kicking, not so much, but probably the smart play here, up by 14. Don't give the Pirates life around midfield.
Shoto, the only man back deep for Pearl.
High snap. Oh.
Oh, mercy.
He's down right there.
That's
Pirates. That's like a block punt. That was he shot that thing so high. He needed to be 8 feet tall to get this, but look, he gets a hand on it.
That's Richard Mays, the wide receiver, who, look at this, his second one-handed, look at that catch. Second one-handed catch of the game for Richard Mays, and that one could have ended up in the end zone had he not pulled that one down. But Greg, that could be the momentum changer that we needed, as the Pirates going to get a chance to start at the Ridgeland 40-yard line.
Hey, I'm glad I jinxed them by talking about how good punting they were.
We didn't say anything about long snapping.
All right, 1st and 10, a Renaissance Bank first down at the Titan 40. Let's hope Shade finds some more success. His last 2 plays out there were sacks. There's a little flip back to Jay Bird. He's going far side. Can he get the corner? He'll just pull up, step out of bounds after a 5-yard gain at the 35.
One of those plays that great design, just takes a long time to develop, as he fakes it into the hands of Thompson going up the gut, and Jay Bird comes around, and even Jerry Johnson's speed not able to break it all the way to the outside, as he'll pick up 5.
Hayden Jackson just couldn't get out there fast enough to throw a block out ahead of Jaybird. It's hard to stay in front of a guy like that. There's a handoff up the middle.
Oh. Great job by the Titan defender coming up and meeting Jamari Thompson in the hole. Looked like the ball may have come out, but Jamari able to fall back on top of it and going to make it 3rd and about 3. With 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter, Thompson will check out and Jaybird will come into the backfield on this 3rd down call. Greg, we need it.
So a Pearl pool. Let's call this a shallow end because we only need 3 yards. If we can't do a little cannonball here and get us a 1st down. Jaybird in the backfield. Fakes it to him. Oh, and Shade is lit up. They're going to rule an incomplete pass as that play action did not act.
And I could not see who the guy was coming. I believe that's going to be 18. Yep, 18 again. James Woody, who already got one really good shot on Shade. And for the 2nd time, Woody comes untouched. And Shade never saw him until it was way too late. And Justin Hunter is going to go for it here on 4th and 3, down by 14 with 6.5 remaining here in the third quarter. I think Justin Hunter just looking to find some kind of momentum. 4 wide set.
We'll go 4 wide, 2 on either side. Jaybird in the backfield. Shoto in motion. Give it to Jaybird. That went nowhere. That one wasn't very good. Again, the offensive line still learning. And that was one where
look
at the penetration.
We had 1 offensive lineman and 4 Titan defenders. Connor Foy got pushed back there. Leo McIntyre trying to find somebody to hit as he was downfield. And there was nothing Jerry Johnson can do. And
that's a lonely feeling. Roy, that's a lonely feeling when you get the ball and there's nowhere to go.
Oh, it is. As soon as you get it, you look up, you got 4 blue shirts sitting there waiting on you.
All right, so McDonald will bring his offense back out. Hey, we've gone almost 6 minutes without anybody scoring. That's given the first half.
That's a record in this game.
Let's see if this Pirate defense can rise to the occasion again and come up with a stop. First and 10 from the 36. A little miscommunication. McDonald's going to keep it. He's going to make a big play. Look at that. Look at him just change gears. And an extra shove. And now
hit out of bounds late.
DJ Hudson going to get whistled for the extra push.
DJ Hudson had a tough game tonight, a couple of miscues on kickoff, and that's going to cost us 15 yards. And Greg, you called it. That was miscommunication, a broken play of which Zy McDonald ran for about 15, 20 yards, and then we're going to tack on another 15. That is how explosive he is, that on a broken play, he's going to end up netting about 35, 40 yards.
So the run was to the 39. And the penalty yardage is going to take it, looks like, to the 27.
So a 21-yard run.
No, they're going to mark it at the 21.
Yeah, 21-yard run added on with a 15-yard penalty. And
first and 10. No, now they're going to back it up again. Okay, 20 to the 24. That's where they were the first time. So first and 10 from the 24. It's first game for the officials, too. There's a handoff coming to the left side. First contact, no. The Pirates trying to get him down. Look at that drive.
17, Donovan Ball, the junior, who probably only goes about 5'7", 5'8", $150, but watch him carry Pirate defenders. Tristan Carpenter, Mosley, Malachi Porter, all trying to rip the ball out, and Ball keeps his legs driving, gets some help from his teammates, and
There's a little push go.
Don't look now, but the Titans are inside the Pirate 10.
So now we've got 1st and goal from the 9.
And we're at 5:58, should be the hydration timeout. We'll see if they catch it.
Well, that's what McDonald is pointing at. He's like, hey, ref. Oh, the clock wasn't moving.
The ref's not catching it as we
Well,
are at the 6-minute mark.
McDonald actually pointed that the clock wasn't moving, so he's looking over the sideline. You know, the one bright spot is that it's a great learning experience for this young defense. As we're going left side this time, and it appears, Bryant, that as you mentioned, that they're going for the ball and not the tackle right now.
Yeah, that time Mosley kind of lowered the boom a little bit more and wrapped up a lot better than we did on the last carry. Great penetration there by Porter and one other defensive lineman, and Mosley and Landon Moore able to finish him off. Looks like we're going to forego the hydration timeout. Pirates could use a little bit of a break right here.
2nd and goal after a loss of 1 to the 11. McDonald's going to throw the fade. Hey, nice defense on this side by Mosley. Slapping that ball away.
Mosley going tit for tat with Aiden Williams, the super sophomore, who already has 1 touchdown, and Mosley gives up a few inches to Williams, but he did everything you asked for a defensive back to do, and man, we'd love to have a stop right here on 3rd and goal from the 10.5.
5 wide, 4 to the top side. I'm going to try it again. Oh, that ball was deflected, it looked like. And now
he got it. Mosley's got it.
And Mosley's going to return the ball all over the 30 to the 31.
And then
we do have a penalty flag. Roy, you were down there on top of it. Who is that on the ground? Is that Malachi Porter? That's Shoto.
No, I can't tell. It's either 5 or 6. I can't. It looks like Shoto.
Yeah, I believe it is Shoto.
It was a cheap shot by number 1.
I think he got a crackback block thrown on him after Mosley sort of picked it off. Looked like the ball was caught by Williams, and then he literally takes it away. We'll see if we can get a shot of the block that Shoto.
Look at Tristan Carpenter came in and jarred it loose.
Right. Yeah, I can't tell.
Actually, it looked like Shoto.
Yeah, it looked like Shoto was the one who lowered his shoulder, and he is now
up.
Yeah, he's now up on his feet, helmet off.
But a great play. Tristan Carpenter made the hit that jarred the ball loose, and then Mosley was staying with him.
Yeah, you look at.
Oh, there. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was Shoto who lowered the shoulder there. He just took the worst of the hit.
But then what would the penalty be?
Did you see him coming in there?
They calling it against Shoto.
But
they're going to say targeting?
I don't know.
He hit him in the front. I mean, it looked like it was clean.
The defender, you see number 2 there in the middle of your screen.
They're just calling a personal foul against Shoto.
Number 2, look at this, Greg, in the middle of the screen. I mean,
he hits him right in the
unless
front.
they're going to say he launched, which that could be a debate, perhaps.
No, he said.
Watch this here as he goes in. I mean, he literally hit him with his back, though. He didn't even get the shoulder. So going to be a costly penalty.
Bad call.
The good news is we do get the benefit of the turnover, first turnover of the night, and we're going to get an official timeout on the field.
So 5:14 to play in the 3rd quarter. Pirates have the ball, but they're going to be starting deep in their own territory, trailing 28-14. Bad call. It's a clean block. It's a clean block.
I'm State Representative Gene Newman with a message to young people and their parents. There are many pathways to success. For some, it's a regular college degree. But so often I see students and their families get in financial trouble by taking out huge student loans for college degrees that they will never be able to pay back. The degree programs they are pushed into are governed by rules designed to benefit the colleges and the loan programs, not the students. College doesn't guarantee a good high-paying job. If a student hasn't decided what career they want to pursue, please look at the community colleges with so many different programs and degrees. Don't start out in life with a huge college debt hanging over you. I want to see every pirate find their way to a successful career, because every day is a great day to be a pirate.
The boom, bringing the thunder. He's got a first down out to the 24-yard line.
Going to have an injured Titan now down on the turf, a little slow to get up. Jabari Thompson may have taken out one. Look at this run.
What a hard runner.
One broken tackle.
Well, you can't get him up high.
Titans should have learned that tonight. Right there, boom. May have been number 19.
Right there, that one.
Yeah,
that one, 9.
Number 9, that is Jaden Slater, the senior defensive back. He's the one yet to get up. Maybe a shoulder as he came down pretty hard on the turf. Better not be a shoulder. They're grabbing him by it. Looks like it's going to be a lower body injury, we'll call it that. And he's trying to walk off with some help. But Jabari Thompson running like a man possessed. He's got over 150 yards tonight on the ground. He's really, Greg, been the one bright spot for this Pearl offense.
Well, you're just looking for experience. Jamari getting his chance to be the every down back now, and he's showing that he can handle it.
Guy who's been the number 2 man really the last couple of years to Kenyatta Harrell. And as you said, he is the lead horse this year.
Give it to him again. This time, not so much. He'll fall over the 25 to the 26. But when you look at it, the receivers are all new pretty much because Jaybird did not play every down at receiver last year. He was splitting time on defense. Shade Foster coming in at quarterback. They're all having to learn to play together. Shade with a hard count. Now he'll look off to the sideline. It's just going to take them a little while to gel. And certainly this offensive line has got to be able to learn to play together and get the experience. Shade pump fake, man. That's just not working. The pump fake, they're not giving Shade enough time. And the pump fake's not working because he can't reset.
56, Zion Nason, watch him. He basically comes untouched. Nope, he beat Leo McIntyre. Hate to call anybody out, but Big Leo did not get the block I believe that he was intended to get, and Shade had 0 time to get that one off, and now we're going to be staring at a 3rd and 15 from the Titan 18, 3:50 remaining here in the third quarter. Pirates trailing 28-14.
This is a Pearl Pool 3rd down from the deep end. Still going with a heavy set here. Going to throw out of it. Heaving it deep.
He's got him open.
Just throwing it up, and Jay Bird couldn't run under that one. He was open. Shea just threw it as far as he could. So that'll bring up 4th down, and the punting unit will come on the field. We've been scoreless here in this third quarter, now with 3:27 left.
Couple of score updates. MRA now leads JA 20-10 in the big battle in MAIS. Brandon still trailing Clinton 30-7 with 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
And that's shocking to me because Clinton offense looked terrible against us last week.
Yep. And Madison Central, who was down 7-3 to Northwest Rankin, has surged back. Madison Central now leads Northwest 24-7 in the fourth.
And we get the Jaguars next week at home for the home opener. That's a fair catch made at the 44.
37 yards on the boot from Shade Foster to try to flip the field, but only 56 yards away from the end zone is Zy McDonald and an incredibly talented Ridgeland offense. Greg, if we're looking for any silver lining here in the third quarter, it's that we've still kept them scoreless with 3:25 remaining, but the sad part of that, we've remained scoreless.
Yeah, 8.5 minutes we've kept McDonald out of the end zone, so that's certainly a plus. And that Madison team that comes in next week, they don't have that kid Holiday anymore, right?
No, he's long gone.
Okay, good.
Long gone.
We couldn't handle that back-to-back weeks. There's McDonald throwing it out in the flat. There's Aiden again. Making a move, making another move. He doesn't go down on first contact.
And it looks like he's going to be a little slow to get up.
I think he's cramping. He grabbed his calf pretty quickly.
Okay, yep, he's holding his left calf, and we knew that. Look at that, making guys miss.
Feet never stop. Look at
and finally able to be pulled down by number 25, Justice Moore. And they'll go out and Well, actually, Aiden's going to try to get off on his own. One of the things you always see, Greg, early in the first 4 or 5 ball games of a season, even starting 2 weeks later this year, is how do guys adjust to the Mississippi heat and the exhaustion from a 4-quarter game, and cramps always a factor.
Yeah, because this would pretty much be our 3rd game of the year had we started on time. So a 2nd down and 8. McDonald with 2 backs. He's going to throw quick. And that should net a 1st down at the 45.
Richard Mays, the senior on the reception. Landon Moore in to make the tackle, along with Justice Moore and Malachi Porter helping clean him up. Good looking ball from Zy McDonald. Richard Mays, the sure hands, goes up and catches it. And again, as Justin Hunter said all week, it's not just that Zy McDonald is as incredible as he is, but he's got receivers on the outside like Richard Mays and Aiden Williams and 2 or 3 other guys. We hadn't even called their names a lot tonight, so he's got weapons to use.
1st and 10, that's a handoff. Going to the far side. Pirates had it sniffed out that time, as Jeremy Jackson picks up the loss. That'll be a loss of 4 on the play.
Wade also in there. 42 to help make that tackle along with big meatball, Jeremy Jackson. It's going to be 2nd and long. Now 2 minutes left here in the 3rd.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about. It's the bend but don't break. Make them keep making plays, keep making plays. Just don't give up the big one.
Like Landon Moore coming on a safety blitz. He backs up, and Zy McDonald chooses to change the play.
Empty backfield now, looking. He's going to throw it deep. That ball knocked away. Good job by Marcus Mosley over there.
That time intended for Antoine Brown, number 2. Only his 2nd target, I believe, of the night. But as you said it, great coverage by Marcus Mosley. May have gotten away with a little hand on the back. But we'll take the incompletion to make it 3rd and long.
Nice move by Nickelberry coming off of the end. Kind of get into the face of McDonald. So a Pearl Pool, 3rd down and long. McDonald with 4 wide. Pirates showing blitz. Now they back out of it. Pocket collapses. There goes McDonald. And you can't get him up on the shoulder pads. He's going to be short of the 1st down, inside the 40 to the 39. But, man, you're not getting him down up high, are you?
Every time he takes off, you just kind of hold your breath. You know that Austin Wilbanks and Justin Hunter do, as he made Tristan Carpenter miss. And then finally a whole bunch of Pirates group up together. And it looks like Greg McDonald's limping just a little bit after he went down, but Sam Williams, the coach for Ridgeland, going to go for it here on 4th and 5. See if they'll try to draw the Pirates off.
Will he? 13 on the play clock. They're not going to run a play.
Yeah, it looks like they may take the delay of game.
No, let's see. 4 seconds, 3. No, they're going to run it. Just going to heave it up. And
wow.
Out of bounds. Ooh. Incomplete.
Coach Terrence Robinson over there helping the referee with the call.
He only had 1 foot in.
That's all you got to have.
Nah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
He had a foot in.
Yeah, he had at least 1 in. Roy, you were right there on top of it. We see there on the replay.
Oh,
it looked like he may have got 2 feet in. I don't. Did he have control of it, Roy, from what you could tell?
Yeah. I mean, as soon as his hands touched it, that ball quit moving.
Wow.
Okay, well, thank you.
We'll take the call.
Thank you. Roy, you should have caught him.
Well, I thought about taking him out for the interception there. You know.
All right, there's Shade. He's going to hand it off to Jaybird. Jaybird trying the left side, puts his shoulder down. He's not going down. He gets a nice gain out to the 45-yard line, so he'll pick up a 5.
Pirates going to have to go quick.
They are 51 seconds after he stepped out of bounds. Trying it again. Jaybird trying to break contain. He's going to get wrapped up and gain of a yard to the 46.
James Woody, yet again, only a sophomore, and we've called his name multiple times tonight. He's been in the backfield 2 times and taken down Shade Foster. And watch him just hang with Jerry Johnson, one of the most talented offensive players in the state. Jaybird trying to stiff arm him, and look at this. Look at that perseverance, hanging on, hitting Jaybird low, and takes him down for really no gain to make it 3rd and 5.
18 seconds and counting. Should be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Shade's going to throw out into the flat.
Come on, Cody.
Complete to Cody Arms, and Cody's going to have a Renaissance Bank first down as we head to the 4th quarter. Pirates trailing by 2 scores, 28-14. Is a comeback in the cards? Come back with us on PMB Sports.
When you're ready to make a move in Pirate Country, contact Penny Pitts with Havard Real Estate Group in Pearl. Penny is a multi-million-dollar producer and loves to help her clients find the home of their dreams. If you are a first-time home buyer or ready to upsize or downsize, she is the agent for you. Penny is a Pearl High School graduate and an avid supporter of Pirate athletics. Make your move with the home team. That's Penny Pitts, Havard Real Estate Group.
When Pirates need a feast, they sail to Mugshot's Grill and Bar. Voted best burger in Mississippi for 13 years in a row, Mugshot's proudly serves fresh, never frozen certified Angus beef. X marks the spot at 2 locations on the map, in Pearl and Riverwind Drive in the movie theater parking lot, and in Flowood on the corner of Airport Road and Lakeland Drive. You can dine in, take out, or order online and pick up curbside. Check out mugshotsgrillandbar.com.
So after a scoreless 3rd quarter, we head to the 4th with the Pirates with a first down in Titan territory. There's a handoff to Jaybird. He's going to the outside, cuts it back in. Tried a little wiggle jiggle there that didn't pop him free, but he's in the 39-yard line. So pick up a 5, bring up a 2nd and 5.
Giving Jamari Thompson a little bit of a break.
Try it again. Big hole this time for Jaybird. Oh, and he gets stacked up and thrown back.
Ridgeland coaching staff trying to say that the ball came out.
The ball came loose. Can't tell who has it, though.
Boys down there on top of it.
Blue says they have it, but what do the officials say?
The ball did come out, but his progress had been stopped.
Yep, they're going to call it 3rd down. Wow. Pirates catch another break.
Well, it can't be 3rd down.
Or not 3rd down, I'm sorry.
It should be a first down. He's right on the stick.
Second.
No, now they're moving the sticks.
Yeah,
it's first down. Yeah, because he got to the yardage. So it's first down. Renaissance Bank moved the chains.
Yeah, you can see right there on the River Trust replay, the ball clearly came out.
There's another run up the middle. Pirates now doing a nice job driving through with the offensive line, as that's a gain of 8.
Take a look real quick at stats through 3 quarters. Rushing wise, Titans 203 yards on the ground, Pirates 201. Through the air, Ridgeland 250, Pirates 72.
Give that ball off. Driving through for another first down.
Total yards now 449 yards for Ridgeland. The Pirates 253 yards of total offense. Again, 10 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, 28-14 Ridgeland here in the season opener.
Pirates with a nice Renaissance Bank first down. High snap. Threw the timing off on Jamari. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Again, 56, Zion Nason making a difference. The senior who came up and met Jamari Thompson, and they were about pound for pound there.
Let me tell you guys, that was a collision.
That was about 240 versus probably 260 or so, maybe with Zion Nason. And the 2 forces collided, and no one went anywhere.
2nd down and 10. Still not a clean handoff there, but Jamari making a little something out of nothing. He'll pick up 2 yards to the 21, and that will bring up a Pearl Pool 3rd down and 8.
And Jamari Thompson coming up a little bit slow. You know he has to be a little gassed. First full game of the season, and he has been the workhorse tonight. But you got to have him right here on 3rd down, perhaps to protect Shade. Only 2 wideouts.
Trying to keep that extra protection in there. Shade looking, throwing deep into the corner. Jump ball. Just couldn't be handled over there by Spires.
Jaden Bonner, the senior defensive back, had a tall assignment, literally and figuratively, as it was just him and Alex Spires in the corner of the end zone. Pretty good ball by Shade Foster, perhaps slightly underthrown. May have benefited him if he'd have underthrown it even more, perhaps on purpose. But tip your cap to Bonner, who tipped it away. And Greg, you got to go for it here on 4th and long with 9 minutes remaining.
Arms comes into the game as a 4th wide receiver. 4th down and 8. Shade flushed, looking, throwing, and just kind of threw it away into the sideline.
Yeah, it was picked off, but number 2, Antoine Brown, came down out of bounds. Shade was running out of real estate, had to get the ball to Jerry Johnson, and we will turn it over on downs. As you see, great penetration there by the Ridgeland defensive line, who's been in the backfield for much of the night. And Shade really with nothing to do. Did kind of look like Kendrick was wide open in the end zone as you saw him in frustration there, but Shade Foster feeling the pressure.
Well, Grantham was just overmatched and couldn't hold his man out there on the outside, which flushed Shade out. And again, it's all a learning experience. They're going to get better every single game.
Also to remember, tonight is not a region game, so will not affect your playoff standings.
Nor will next week against Madison. There's a run over the left side. Goes to Ball, and he'll take it out to the 24. 3-yard gain.
You have to imagine if you're Sam Williams here with the 14-point lead that you're going to keep it on the ground just a little bit, perhaps with Ball, who's had a lot of success here in the second half, and then also maybe on the legs of your senior leader, Zy McDonald. Try to take away a little bit of time rather than airing it out.
Another handoff coming here to the near side. Outstanding play by Colin Love. Well, you know, the defense can hold its head high. They pitched a shutout in the second half. Done a yeoman's job. And we've got us a Pearl Pool, 3rd down and short. Looks like 3rd and 2. And they're using up every bit of that play clock, that's for sure. Ridgeland in no hurry. Again, these two coaches, great friends.
Oh, wow.
That'll be a free 5 yards. Back them up on the.
If you're Sam Williams, that's really the last thing that you wanted right there. You had 3rd and 2, and
he just wasn't ready for it.
Ball switched from one side to the other, and you're going to have a false start and back it up. Now, if you're Williams, you may be forced to throw it to try to pick up the 1st down, which could stop the clock on the incompletion.
So they relocate the ball on the Havard Realty penalty. About 3rd down and 8 now. Carpenter bluffs blitz. There's a run to ball. Pirates there to wrap him up.
Wow. Wow.
But he crosses the 30 with second effort to move the chains.
look at this here on the River Trust replay. Donovan Ball, not the biggest guy, probably 5'8", 150 is my estimate from way up here. And he's hit at the 28-yard line, had to get to the 31, and he carries Pirate defenders for an extra 5 yards to pick up a huge first down after that 5-yard false start penalty. And that clock will continue to roll. It will easily make it down into the 4-minute area by the time this possession is over.
6:30 and counting in the game. There goes Ball again around the far side. I think Jeremy Jackson in there. As is Landon Moore. So a loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 12. We're going to have a whistle.
And now we're going to call a hydration timeout. I believe that will be the official timeout.
All right, we'll step aside. Pirates still trailing at 28-14. This is Pearl football on PMB Sports.
The Pearl Pool is a proud sponsor of Pirate football. Located in the heart of the city, 3500 Dawn Drive, the Pearl Pool offers everyone a safe, convenient place to swim and host parties. Affordable memberships are available, and walk-ups are always welcome. It's also a great place for Pirates to take swimming lessons before they hit the high seas. And when the temperature heats up, make plans to cool off at the Pearl Pool.
Coming out of the timeout, the 2nd down and 12 facing the Titans.
Zy McDonald tonight, Greg, 12 carries for 98 yards and a touchdown. One more carry will put him over the century mark. And passing, he is 12 for 21, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns. He does have the 1 interception on the takeaway. So right at 350 total yards of offense for number 3, Zy McDonald.
Now he's going to throw a wide receiver screen. Pirates are out there, but they missed the first contact. Missed the first contact, and that winds up being a much bigger play than it could have been. As that's going to bring up now a 3rd down and 1. As that gets out to the 42-yard line. Should have been there.
Yeah, Colin Love, the guy who first got a hand on Mays, and he is elusive. Finally, it took Marcus Mosley, Landon Moore putting a hat in there, but a big pickup after contact was made behind the line of scrimmage, but now it's going to set up 3rd and 1. And if Ridgeland gets this one, they're really going to be able to take that clock down low.
There's McDonald going forward, and he's going to get thrown back for a loss. Tristan Carpenter, Malachi Porter will combine on the stop.
That'll help the Duck from his rushing total just a little bit. And we'll see if Sam Williams goes ahead and punts it. Looks like he's going to at least keep the offense out there, Greg. A little surprised by this?
Just let the play clock run all the way down.
Maybe use a timeout.
We're under 5 minutes and counting. From their own territory, 4th down and 4.
Perhaps maybe going to try to draw the Pirates off sides.
Nope,
going to go for it.
Throw it out.
Wow. And he caught it.
Let's see, was that? Yep, they're going to say it's a catch. And that will move the chains out to the 49. Wasn't his prettiest pass of the night.
But it was very effective. Zy McDonald now 13 for 22. And that was a big first down that will run this clock.
At 4:20 and counting now. Stay tuned after the game for the Rogers Dabbs post-game show. We'll bring you final stats and a word from Coach Hunter. Weird little formation there. McDonald's going to keep it. Had him hemmed in the backfield, but look at him go.
Wow.
Down the sidelines.
He will not be touched.
Tippy toe for a Titan touchdown.
Just to finish it off in style.
He's about out of the ballpark now.
just to finish it off in style. Look at that. He had blockers all over the place. One move that he put on to bounce outside of Colin Love, Tristan Carpenter, Justice Moore had no chance of catching him. Justice got one hand on his back, but 51 yards later, he has now eclipsed 400 yards of total offense all by himself, has Zy McDonald.
That kid's pretty good.
Have a feeling we're going to hear his name coming out of Ragin' Cajun country down there at Louisiana Lafayette in the next couple of years.
Well, Titans on for the extra point. Bad snap. They get it down. It's up, and it finds its way no good. He yanked that thing left. But it is now 34-14. Pirates will get the ball back one more time. 3:52 to play here in the fourth quarter.
At Raising Cane's, we are committed to safely serving you and your family the best tasting and highest quality chicken finger meals. This is very personal to me. I know how important it is to have a trusted, safe, and clean place to feed you and your loved ones. We will always go above and beyond all CDC guidelines, local government requirements, and industry standards. This is our promise to you. Cane's is open, and we're here to serve you our hot, fresh chicken finger meals and drinks through drive-thru. Go to RaisinCanes.com for details or call your local Cane's. Thank you for your continued trust in us. One love.
So if you're Coach Hunter, you just want to see something positive here on this probable last possession of the game. See if we can't drive down and get some points. Again, it's a great learning experience. You know, these kids need to learn against good talent. They're young. I don't think it's going to shake their confidence too much. It's not the way this culture is here. But certainly disappointing so far. Our Georgia Blue kickoff. Let's see if this one comes deep. Looks like it will be a poocher. And a fair catch by Arant made at the 39-yard line.
That last drive for Ridgeland went 8 plays, 79 yards, and most importantly took 5 minutes and 12 seconds off the clock. 5 minutes and 12 seconds, capped by a 51-yard Zy McDonald touchdown run. And Greg, I can think of 2 pivotal plays on that drive where Ridgeland had it 3rd and 1, got backed up by a penalty, and ball picks up the first down anyway on a rush. And then on 4th and 5, they roll the dice and go for it and complete it on an out 8-yard pass. And both those big first downs led to that 51-yard McDonald touchdown run.
Shade will throw out to the right and behind Jay Bird. Not on the same page there. I don't think Jay Bird had turned his head yet.
Yep, either Jerry was supposed to turn his head a little bit earlier, or Shade threw it way too soon, perhaps feeling some pressure, which has been in his face a good bit of the night tonight.
Oh, 2nd down and 10. This time it's caught by Spires. He breaks the first tackle. He'll have a first down over midfield into Titan territory at the 39-yard line. So Renaissance Bank will move the chains.
And I believe, Greg, that may be the first time that we've had a completed ball to Alex Spires tonight. Let me check our stats here. Yeah, first completed pass to Alex Spires. We thought he might be a little bit more of a difference maker. Let's go to him again.
Another positive play inside the 35 to the 34.
Been targeted 5 times tonight. Only 2 of those have come to completions.
Now we're getting a little rhythm. Quick over here to Jay Bird. Picking up a block, and he'll just skip out of bounds. Looks like at the 32-yard line.
Good job by Jalen Kendrick along with Cody Arms in throwing blocks, but they were just outnumbered by Titan defenders, and Jerry Johnson forced to just kind of step out of bounds, which is not a bad move.
Not in a 20-point game. Kendrick and Arms here on the near side. Shade throwing over the middle. That ball's tipped and almost intercepted. as he threw into a high traffic zone.
Yeah, pass was tipped, I believe, by number 20, Travis Posey. You're going to see him right here in the middle of your screen. Yep, get a hand up. And there were 4 Titan defenders right there in the middle of it. Shade was really trying to thread the needle, and thank goodness it falls harmlessly to the turf. 3:02 remaining.
And a 4th down and 3. Shade, quick throw out. That's going to be complete to Spires. He'll have the first down and more inside the 20.
That's the Alex Spires that we thought we were going to see a little bit more of tonight.
They'll give him the 15, so Renaissance Bank moving the chains.
Great catch, and then watch this little stiff arm here. Boom. On Chandler Williams to put him down, pick up an extra 6-7 yards.
So a fresh set of downs. Shade throwing the fade.
Out of bounds.
Spires caught it, but could not keep the feet in. Little too far that time. He's close, but right foot well out of bounds. Thanks to River Trust for the replays. And we have whistles.
Not sure who called that timeout. It's going to be
Ridgeland.
Ridgeland.
We'll go side by side. Pirates looking to put a little something positive on the board.
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Thank you for shopping at Mystery Savings Supermarket, where you never know what kind of deal you're going to get. Welcome to Mystery Savings Supermarket. That'll be $9.
But she...
Welcome to Mystery Savings Supermarket, where you never know what kind of deal you're going to get.
You wouldn't put up with this at a supermarket. Don't put up with it when you buy a car.
So come to Rogers Dab Chevrolet.
It's easier here.
Public service has always had a very special
Pirates with a
place
second
in my
and
heart.
10 from the 15-yard line. Shade throws out here into the flat, and Jerry stopped. He was rushed. He had some blue jerseys in front of him. Rushed that throw.
Final tonight, MRA beats JA in the battle of Patriots and Raiders. MRA 20.
MRA is a good football team.
JA 10. Madison Central, who we'll see next week, completes off Northwest Rankin 31-20. And Pascagoula beats district opponent George County 24-21 as a penalty marker hits the turf.
As we will have a Havard Realty penalty, which will back us up, relocate us 5 yards back to the 20.
Petal, another Region 3 team, picks up a win tonight, 35-14 over Brookhaven.
Foster, oh, he scrambles. He gets wrapped up and thrown down. Back at the 32-yard line.
A lot of people cutting their teeth tonight, including this young offensive line made up of quite a few sophomores. Leo McIntyre, the lone senior, trying to provide some leadership. And at the same time, this is Big Leo's first official game to play offensive line as well.
Hey, a lot of teaching tools for practice this week. A lot to get better at. 4th down and forever. Shea just going to heave it up, looking for Kendrick. And that ball is knocked away. So a turnover on downs, and that should just about do it with 1:59 on the clock.
Pirates not the only Rankin County team struggling tonight, Greg. The Arrows of Clinton take down the Bulldogs of Brandon 30-7. That one is a final now, 30-7.
Well, the night's not all that bad then.
That's right. And we saw that Arrow squad last week, and
I don't know how they scored 30 points.
Yeah, they did not jump off the screen to us last week, as the Pirates really able defensively to hold them in check. If we had to score it, it was 14-0. But somehow they put up 30 points tonight against a Brandon squad. Tyler Peterson really rebuilding, as he lost a lot to that last class.
There's a handoff to Ball. He'll cross the 35 to the 37-yard line.
Now inside 2 minutes, 1:45 and counting, and you don't imagine this one's going to go in the air at all.
Again, coming up on the Rogers Dabbs postgame show, we'll give you final stats from the game and hear a word from Coach Justin Hunter, as he's got some positives. He's got a lot of other things that he can work on this week.
Again, this one not a district opponent. The Pirates will not play their first district opponent until Friday, September the 25th, when we will host the Petal Panthers. Next week, the Pirates will host Madison Central. Then after that, we will go to Warren Central before stepping into Region 3 play.
Clock backed it up via a penalty, so 2nd and 9. Clock stopped at 1:06. Donald's just going to take a knee. So under a minute to play. Pirates will be home next week for the home opener. I believe we'll be able to have about 1,000 total people in the stadium, 25%. So that should do it, as they will not have to start the play clock. As Zy McDonald comes over and gives his coach a high five. One era starts off on the right foot here at Ridgeland.
And there'll also be a different ending, as players will not meet and high-five one another. Sam Williams, Justin Hunter. The two newbies give each other a hug there at midfield. These guys are buddies, and it was a tough one to start tonight, Greg, for Justin.
And that is your final score, 34-14. The Titans prevail.
Good game, Justin. Good game, man.
Let's see how post-game is going to go.
Good
I think
game,
the team is going
you
straight
okay, Andrew?
back. We'll hold it here just a second, waiting on Roy to know when we can get Coach Hunter.
Looks like he's walking over towards Roy.
All right, guys, I got Coach Hunter walking toward me now.
All right. This is the Rogers Dabbs postgame show and the interview with Coach Hunter.
Hey, Coach. Not the way we wanted the Justin Hunter era to start,
Right.
but a lot of good things to take away from this. I want to say I don't believe I've ever seen Jamari Thompson run as hard as he has tonight.
He did. He ran the ball really hard. He never quit on it. You know what I'm saying? We gas, and we get a bad play, and we got behind the chains, and we just couldn't overcome it. You know, I felt like we got down there several times, just didn't come away with points when we had to come away with points, man. Really good team. They got over at Ridgeland too, man. Great team, probably the best team they've had in several years. But we just got to come ready to practice Monday and get better.
Well, I agree. Our defense, I mean, we're young, really young.
Right.
And when you go against 3 D1 prospects there, it's kind of hard to overcome little mistakes.
That's right.
So what are you going to focus on in practice this week?
Man, I think just the little things. You know, offensively we had a little trouble holding on the ball in the first half, and just finishing drives. I think that was the main thing. Offensively, just finishing drives. Defensively, just working on tackling. Again, we're trying to tackle some great players, but we got to be a little bit better fundamentally tackling.
All right. What about injury-wise? How do we look injury-wise?
Jaquavian Shoto, he's got a high ankle sprain. I just went down there over there and checked. He's always had a little ankle problem, but that was the other ankle. So hopefully it'll be a short-term deal with him. But it is a high ankle sprain, which is obviously worse than a low ankle sprain.
Well, Coach, disappointed for the loss, but I'm really excited about the Coach Hunter era starting and look forward to next week.
Well, I appreciate you, and I appreciate all y'all do for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Coach. Have a good night.
So, Roy, from you being down there, your take on Coach Hunter's analysis?
He's spot on, guys. I mean, it's a lot of little things. A little bit of tackling, just over pursuing sometimes, a little bit maybe too much excitement, and leaving assignments, just little things, and that can get fixed. When you just have the little things to fix, you can work on that in practice. It looked like a lot of things, but it really is not. It really isn't. When you look at it, it's just a missed assignment, an over pursuit, missed form on the tackle. I think we're going to be fine, and we do have a really young offensive line, and they struggled. But like he said, this is a really good team, and they're offensively, man, their receivers, that number 1, number 13, are just beasts.
Well, Roy, excellent job down there tonight. Nice look in the mask. You did very well social distancing. We're proud of you.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a good evening.
We will see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Brian, you had the final numbers?
Yeah, final numbers tonight. First down wise, Ridgeland 20 first downs, Pirates with 19. Fourth down efficiency may have been a big turning point on many levels. Ridgeland 3 of 5. They went for it 5 times. Pirates also went for it 5 times, ended 1 of 5. Rushing wise, Ridgeland had 265 yards on the ground, averaging 7.4 yards a carry. Pirates 225 yards on the ground, 6.3 yards a carry. Through the air, Ridgeland 272 yards with a 19-yard average. Pirates only 122 yards through the air with a 10-yard average. Total offensive yards tonight, Mr. Flynn, 529 yards for the Ridgeland Titans. Your Pirates, 310 yards. Penalty-wise, Ridgeland had 4 for 35. The Pirates, 2 penalties for 20 yards. Also look at some of the individual numbers. First, for the Ridgeland Titans, they were Madden-like numbers for Zy McDonald tonight. 18 carries on the ground, 140 yards. Also rushing, Aiden Williams, number 2, the super sophomore, 2 carries, 64 yards and a touchdown. Zy McDonald, let me add on to that, he had 2 of those 18 carries went for a touchdown. Donovan Ball, the running back for Ridgeland tonight, 14 carries, 56 yards. Richard Mays also had 1 carry for 9 yards. Zy McDonald through the air, 14 completions on 23 attempts, 272 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Receiving-wise, Aiden Williams, 5 receptions, 105 yards and a touchdown. Donovan Ball out of the backfield, 3 catches for 15 yards. Richard Mays led the way, the senior, 6 catches, 152 yards, and 2 touchdowns. For your Pirates individually, rushing, Jerry Johnson, 9 carries for 52 yards and a first touchdown of the 2021 campaign. Jamari Thompson, he was the workhorse tonight. Offensively, the MVP, 23 carries, 159 yards, and a touchdown for Jamari. Jaquavian Shoto, 3 carries and 20 yards. Shade Foster in the air, 12 completions on 29 attempts, 122 yards. He had 1 touchdown and 1 interception. And finally, receiving, Jerry Johnson, 5 catches for 38 yards and a touchdown. Jamari Thompson, 3 catches for 25. Alex Spires, 3 catches for 49. And Cody Arms also had 1 catch for 10 yards. Again, the final on the scoreboard, 34-14. Pirates jumped out to a 7. Ridgeland responded to make it 8-7, then pushed it out to 15-7 at halftime tonight. Ridgeland led 28-14, able to hold them scoreless in the third quarter. But, Greg, that Zy McDonald guy, he's pretty good. He finished with a 51-yard touchdown run in the fourth quarter with 3:52 remaining, and that was all she wrote. That was the final. 34-14. Ridgeland moves to 1-0, and the Justin Hunter-led Pearl Pirates fall to 0-1 on the 2021 season.
Well, I have no doubt they're going to get better, especially along the offensive line. I think you can't get better without playing in real game situations, and I think this is going to give them a great opportunity, things to learn. I know Shade is going to help them get better because he doesn't want to be on his back out there, but that was the one glaring weakness I think that we really need to take care of is work on that offensive line.
Yep, there's a lot of people learning a whole lot tonight. And if you're Justin Hunter, it's going to be a teaching process all throughout this season as we lost so much. 18 of 22 starters we lost to that graduating class of last year. And I don't care what level you're at, NFL, college, Division I, Division II, or high school, if you lose 18 of 22 starters from one year to the next, there's going to be a lot of rebuilding that has to take place. And that's what's happening, and we saw the beginning of that tonight. But a positive Justin Hunter, that's what you like. He's got a lot of film to evaluate this week before we see the Madison Central Jaguars come to Ray Rogers Stadium next week.
Well, that will do it for us. I hope you all enjoyed the broadcast. It didn't turn out the way we wanted, but we're glad you were able to see the Pirates play in their first action of the season. We'll be live from Mugshots on Tuesday night with the Justin Hunter Coaches Show. So if you can, come out, join us for dinner, chat with the coach. I know we'll have a lot to talk about as we take a look back at this Ridgeland game and take a look forward to those Madison Central Jaguars. Then it's in Ray Rogers Stadium next week, 7 p.m. kickoff. We will be live on the air with pregame show at 6:30. For the professor, Roy Harper, and Bryant May, I'm Greg Flynn. Folks, remember, no matter what, every day is a great day to be a Pirate. We kicked the rust off a little bit. We did pretty good.